All right, welcome back. So we're actually going to do another reaction video, and I have my niece Ava with us again.
Hello.
And this time I'm doing it a little bit differently. So the last Jubilee video that I did got copyright flagged like literally the whole way through. So this time my dog Stella is going to be overlaid on top of the whole video, and it's going to be the video itself is going to be less prominently displayed. As you can see, it's going to be a lot smaller in the corner. So this one is Being Fat a Choice. It's another Jubilee video. So I wanted her to watch it and see what her reaction is. And so I kind of pre-edited the video ahead of time, so this one will not be as long as the last one. It's not going to be a 2 hour plus video, which will be nice. But we're going to start it
You have
now,
to
and
edit all of that.
yeah, it was still 2 hours, but yeah, I did edit
I
some
didn't
of it out.
I didn't watch it.
No, well, yeah, a lot of people didn't because it was 2 hours, but a lot of people
Well,
did,
wasn't it
surprisingly.
like your good one then?
Yeah, it was actually my most popular video.
Because I was
So,
in it.
yeah. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll get another one that's popular but not as long. So, we're going to start now and see what Ava has to say.
Oh god.
Being fat or skinny
Stella.
is a choice.
Okay, so what do you think? Is being fat or skinny a choice?
I think it depends. I think it can be, but like I've talked about in the last video, I don't know if you kept it in, but like there's ways it can't be, certain conditions and stuff, and then there's ways it can be.
Right. I think that
But I don't think people like consciously choose like, yeah, I'm gonna be fat. I think it's just like,
no, not consciously.
yeah.
I think
But I
that
think
there are
there's
factors.
different things you can choose to do that can lead to it.
Right. And there are things that you can choose not to do
Yeah, but I
that
don't
lead
think
to
it's
it.
like directly a choice. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna be fat.
Yeah, I don't. There's a rare few that do choose, but it's not very common that there's
Hmm.
people who actually choose that as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think choosing to be skinny is definitely a much harder choice
Yeah.
for sure.
Of course, not every factor is purely choice. I don't think that every factor is, but I do think a majority of it is.
I mean, I agree with him. Um, and what he's saying is you do have a choice to not eat if you're overweight, and do have the choice to eat if you're too thin, so there is the choice in that way.
You have the choice to eat that donut.
Yeah, you do have the choice to eat the donut, which I actually just had one before we came down,
Same.
but
They're too good.
they are really good. But yeah, I actually have the choice to work out tomorrow too, so which I have to do because I ate that donut today.
I have to get
So
back into my workout routine.
yeah, you should.
I was gonna do it yesterday and then I got lazy.
Well, you don't have school anymore, so you have
Yeah.
nothing but time. But you did ride your bike around a lot today, didn't you?
Yeah. I go
So
to the park almost every day, so.
yeah, that's a workout. It's better than sitting at a desk at school. At least you're doing something. So yeah, let's see what the next thing is.
Being skinny or being fat is about willpower. It's about the environment you grow up in, sure, but who you choose to associate with, what sort of things you choose to listen to, who you choose to kind of have as your friends around you and support you. All of those things are choices that you can make that will lead you closer towards being one or the other.
I mean, absolutely. And it's funny because I have actually the next video I'm working on is actually about the people that you surround yourself with and how much of an influence they are on your weight loss. Because if you hang around with people that are just like, well, not you, but if you're hanging around with people who are adults who are like wanting to do nothing but go out and drink and party and eat garbage all the time and whatnot, and you know, hang out with that all the time, that's not a good influence on your diet. You're going to hang out with those kinds of people, that's what you're going to do.
Hmm.
So, and once you start doing that, that
It's hard to fall out of that
it's hard to
habit.
fall out of it. And once you do fall out of it, you start losing those friends. And then that's tough too, because you miss those friends.
Hmm.
So there's kind of a choice you have to make when you want a healthy lifestyle. You have to have healthier friends. You really do. But And also, like when growing up, like he said, the lifestyle that you were kind of born into and brought up in is a big thing too. I mean, as you become an adult, you can have choices, and we do have the power of really the internet at our fingertips, so we can learn a lot if we choose to. So there's that as well.
Yeah.
But,
I know what I do with my body. I know what I put into it day in and day out. I choose not to eat some days. I choose, how I want to look. And I don't fault anyone for how they want to look or how they want to be, but I think it's a choice at the end of the day.
this is Stella eats every day, multiple times a day.
What a fatty.
Yeah. Yeah, she can't stop.
That's alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
She's not fat.
She's insane. She burns it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like someone like him, he's thin, and so he skips meals to remain the weight that he is. He says he makes choices to not eat to remain that weight. So
It's not healthy.
it's
There's
not
healthy ways of being thin.
right, but that's how he chooses to do it, is by just making a conscious choice to not eat, which I don't know, that's kind of risky in my opinion. I mean, eat little bits,
Yeah.
fine, but
And then if you ever get back into the habit of eating, you're gonna gain more.
yeah, there's that. But I don't know, it looks like he'd be the type of person that I don't know. I did know people when I was younger who were thin who when they said that they were eating a lot, it wasn't a lot. Like it was like a hard-boiled egg and like a half a sandwich or something, and it like, oh, I'm so stuffed, and we'd be like, really? Like,
I knew a girl at my old school. She was like a twig, but she would just eat and eat and eat and eat.
yeah.
She just wouldn't gain anything.
There's people like that too. I would love to like do testing on them to find out. No, I mean I don't want to do the testing on them, but it would be nice to have like some type of
Throw them in the lab.
blood test
Put
on
them in
them.
a test tube.
But just a blood test. If we could find out what's in them to make that.
I think it's just their metabolism is better.
Well, can we bottle it in some way?
Drinkable metabolism.
Yeah, they should have metabolism in a bottle.
That'd be awesome. You just like drink it and it just gets rid of everything in your stomach.
Yeah, and then you can eat crap.
But like you keep the energy and stuff you need.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Or like in Willy Wonka, the gum that's like all 3 meals you need.
Eventually, I don't know why they don't have that now.
Yeah, and well, they kind of do, don't
They should have a pill that expands in your stomach that has all the vitamins and nutrients that you need.
They're working on kind of like stuff like
Yeah,
that. I heard.
let's do it. I'm ready for it now.
Yeah, and it's like, I think that's cool.
Yeah, and but it would like give you like trigger like a brain sensation of
Yeah.
eating something really good.
And it
Like-
would expand, so it'd fill you up,
Yeah, so it'd fill
and
you
it
up.
would give you like the protein and everything you need. So then like you could stay on a vegan diet and stuff if you wanted,
Yeah,
and still get everything.
that's my
in one
idea
pill.
of.
That'd be amazing.
It'd be awesome.
And then get them like flavored so you could taste like. Did you know they we're doing testing with electricity, and like your brain and stuff, and if you get like shocked in a certain way, you can taste different things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
they should totally do that with pills.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool. So like they can shock you and you can taste chocolate. It's like
Yeah, you could have like a chocolate cake pill. And it would like give you the sensation of eating it and have the feeling of it, and
oh that
it'd be so awesome. Yum.
you know those little like plastic dinosaur pills, you put them in water and they expand into
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Have something like that but with cake.
Yeah, that'd be
You
awesome.
put it in a thing of water and it just turns into a cake.
Yeah, and it's just vitamins and minerals and a
Yeah, but
fake
it tastes
taste.
like a cake.
Yeah.
Ooh. Imagine how bad that'd be for you, all that artificial flavor.
Well, the artificial flavor would just be like a trigger in your brain.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really taste it in your mouth.
How would they even do that though?
I have no idea. Science will figure that. I'm not smart enough to
I
figure
need the
that out.
world to be more advanced.
We need
now.
AI to
Now.
take care of this now.
Give it to me.
For me, it's calories in, calories out. Go to the gym, you'll get buff. Don't go to the gym, you won't get buff. I understand that there's genetics that could cause you to want to eat more, but even with the genetics that cause you to want to eat more, the same solution is calories in, calories out.
I mean, that's a true statement.
It also depends on how you're raised, though.
It is, and I think that a lot of times when those kind of statements come from thin people, I never take it seriously because I'm like,
Like, just go to the gym.
just
It's
go to
not
the
that
gym.
hard.
Like, it's really not that bad. It's calories in, calories out. Like,
Like, shut up.
like really, shut up. Like, you don't know. Like,
Also, if you're in that routine, then it's a lot easier too.
right.
Getting into a routine is difficult.
Yeah, it's when you're born into a lifestyle, it's one thing, but to change your lifestyle is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
If you're born working out and eating healthy and being raised that way, then it's like so much easier
Right.
to stay with that.
Just calories in, calories out. Come
yeah, because
on.
that's like what you've always known.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you know. I mean, if I was raised with that mindset, it would be easy too, and I'd probably look at people and like, just calories in, calories
Like,
out. Come
man,
on,
just
it's
put down the
stupid.
donut. It's not that
Nah,
hard.
it was really hard because you didn't have these donuts today. You wouldn't even know. If I gave her one of them, she would know.
Give her one. She's just like, it's so real though. I love donuts.
I know.
I think the whole choice is, always determined on who they are. And it's not going to just be a thing done overnight.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of, I think it's like breaking the barrier and breaking a lot of things, not only your body, but also breaking your mental state.
Sure.
And that's literally just what we said. So it's like, it's changing
Who you are.
literally who you were raised to be from the time you were young. And that's the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then there's also, if you were an obese child, and then you have the trauma of being made fun of, and that on top of it, it becomes even harder because now your coping mechanism is
Eating.
food on top of it. So you're raised with bad habits, and then your coping mechanism is a bad habit.
It's
So
so comforting though.
it is, and we're all raised to think that way too. Like even holidays is all about food. Like every celebration is food based. Birthdays, cake, 4th of July is about like grilling and hot dogs and hamburgers, and yeah, it's about fireworks too, but it's also about like
Food.
grilling food. And
It's all
so
greasy and stuff.
right, and so we're all used to every celebration is about some sort of food.
And then there's Thanksgiving. That's literally just about food.
Right.
Like when you think of Thanksgiving, it's always turkeys.
New Year's Day. I mean, you have New Year's Eve, which is about partying, but New Year's Day is about food.
Yeah.
Christmas Day,
Drinking.
food. Yeah, cookies and cakes and pies and all the holiday stuff. And then everybody's bringing stuff in at work, like all this stuff that they make, and
I want pumpkin pie.
yeah, see? It's comforting.
It is. Also, pumpkin pie is just good
Yeah, it is good.
with whipped cream.
I felt like as a toddler, I always viewed myself as big. I grew up in a very poor home, so where my mom couldn't provide the meals that she could healthily. So when we would get free meals, even then it would be canned food, and it would be very much food that's not as edible. It was food for us, yes, but
Food that's not edible.
Yeah,
No, I get what she means though, because
well, you can say your experience. So you can talk about your experience here. This is a safe space. But I didn't grow up rich either as a kid.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a ton of stuff, and
I grew up with poor people meals where you just pop them in the oven every single day. That's what we
right.
had.
And we didn't have really, I mean, it was the 80s and the 90s, so we didn't have as many options for fast stuff as you have today.
Yeah.
But
But also a lot of our fast stuff is a lot less healthy too,
right.
and it's more just sodium and sodium.
Yeah. I remember growing up, and we would know when our parents didn't have money because it would be fried eggs and rice, would be our dinner. And we love that shit though.
That sounds good.
So good. And I make it sometimes now, but it's so good. But it's literally carbs and
Yeah.
and
Poor
eggs.
people food is really bad for you.
Yeah, it is. But That's what you got. That's what you got.
Yeah, no.
And
I remember I'd have like pizza for like a week straight, and it was like so gross. I hated it.
yeah. And food, when people who don't have, who never struggled with money, don't understand that when people who do struggle with money get money, they treat themselves with food.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they treat themselves with junk food that they probably couldn't afford before. Like, they'll go buy a box of ho-hos and
No, I'd
ding
rather go
dongs,
out for sushi.
or that too. Like,
I want sushi.
or they'll go get
I
like,
haven't had sushi in so long.
oh, we can go get sushi. But yeah, it's like they treat themselves with food because
Yeah.
it isn't like you get it all the
And
time.
that seems like it's something very like expensive and common. Like
Right.
go out to a nice restaurant.
Right.
Treat yourself. You don't get to do that all the
Now,
time.
should you go to the grocery store and buy healthy food for like
Yeah.
a couple weeks? Yeah, you should.
It's cheaper and
But
it's
that's not
healthy
right. That's not what you do. Just because it's like,
because you finally have something, so you want to
right,
get yourself
you
something.
splurge with
Yeah.
food, usually junk food.
And you're not used to having money, so you just spend it all really quick.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Then I felt like once it reached a point where I was old enough to try to make my own choices, I made all of the wrong choices. I wasn't eating, and I was only eating like grapes and lettuce, and that was mainly because I was in a sport, and that sport just worked me out so hard.
That's not good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a grape and lettuce diet.
I lost a shit ton of weight doing, like, doing, no, I mean, it wasn't grapes and lettuce,
Where did she get her protein?
but, I don't know, I just probably didn't eat much of it. But I remember, like, starving myself many times when I was young, thinking that that was, like, the way to do it. You don't, I think that you get so frustrated sometimes when you're fat and you're just like, you just don't want to be in that body, like, and you want it gone now. You don't want to, like, wait 2-3 years to, like, get out of that body, you know? So you're willing to do almost whatever it takes to, like, do it as quickly as possible. So you'll lose like 90 pounds in like 4 months, like on some crazy ass diet, you know, starving yourself or eating just like the most random soup and whatever. And
No, but starving yourself really isn't good. Not only
It's
'cause-
horrible.
Not only because you're starving yourself, but and your body needs all the nutrients and stuff. But also like I mentioned earlier, like once you start eating healthy again, once you get out of that mindset, you're gonna start gaining a lot because your body
Yeah.
is conditioned that I'm gonna lose all of this.
Yeah, your body's in like starvation mode. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like storing everything you eat,
Yeah, and so you're just gonna start gaining a lot of weight.
and you end up becoming heavier than you were when you started the diet before. It's like,
So
it's insane.
It's terrible. So like, not the best solution
It's not the best
unless you're
solution.
just gonna starve yourself throughout your whole life.
It is like a timely it's a process that takes time, and it is about changing your diet slowly over time, and you just have to understand from the beginning that it's going to take a few years. Like, it's not something that's going to happen in 6 months. You know, and I think TV
It's
shows like
difficult.
yeah, like TV shows like The Biggest Loser and stuff like that have kind of ruined people to thinking that in one season of TV, you can be skinny at the end of that, you know? And that's not,
I wish.
I mean, they did, but if you go and when they do the follow-up episodes of these people, like most of them gain all their weight back. Like, they're not healthy from
Yeah.
after that, you know? It's not a healthy way to do.
And it was to the point where I just was scared to eat. I didn't like it. I would only drink water.
When you were eating grapes and lettuce, were you thin?
I was the thinnest I could be.
Were you still big though?
I was still big, but that was the skinniest I've ever been. And that's coming from somebody who was only eating somewhat salads that are just fruit and lettuce and water. And
Jeez.
I mean, I would like to see a picture of what she looked like during this time, because, and also how long was she doing this diet? Because, if she was still big, she probably either wasn't doing it very long, or she wasn't really doing just grapes and lettuce, because there's no way you would be still big only
Yeah.
eating grapes and lettuce and water.
Like no proteins, no
Yeah, no.
nutrients. Like
You would be sickly looking
I
and
mean,
skinny.
water, yeah, is fine. Just only water. And drink only water. But, like, that's perfectly fine. But then, like, only grapes and lettuce. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I need some kind of protein
people
in
probably
there.
should only drink water, honestly.
Only drink water?
Yeah.
We're,
You
we're-
don't need other drinks.
No, but I'm oh, you mean just only drink water instead of food? I was like, what?
Oh, no, yeah, eat, but, like, water's,
I'm
like,
like, I think I've tried that diet before. It doesn't work either. No.
oh, water
The only
diets?
water diet, yeah.
Those are dumb.
Even that, you like limit it because you're like every glass you drink, you like gain weight. Whatever glass of water you drink, you like gain.
Like,
It's like, no, I've gained 8 ounces of 8 ounces of water weight.
oh, no. Cut out a lot of salt is also.
Yeah, that
Because there's so much salt in
Retain.
everything you eat.
I know.
And then that retains all that, like, water weight and stuff.
No.
I was supposed to get blood tested probably when I was very, very young, and I never did. And they had mentioned that it could have been because of my weight and how that connects with my thyroid. I never made the connection, and I never had like that, like leaning parent to be like, go and get checked out, go and do this. Like, your weight is probably not your fault. It was always like, your weight is your fault, so that's your issue.
I mean, when you're a kid, you definitely can't control when you go to the doctor. But she's definitely not a kid
kid,
anymore. And if she feels that she has some type of a thyroid issue or has some type of issue now, I don't know
Go
why
to
she
the
hasn't
doctor.
gone to the
I
doctor.
think she has now. I think, like, that's what she's saying.
Well, hopefully.
I think she has, and she knows that she has a thyroid problem.
But it's like, yeah, when you're a kid, you can't control that. But, and I also can tell that she's from a Hispanic family. And if she's anything like our family, like, the doctor was like, not a thing. Like, just kind of like, I don't know, just drink some
Just, like,
tea and,
stereotypical Hispanic people.
yeah, and just, you don't need to go to the doctor. Just put a Band-Aid on it.
Put a band-aid on it. Put a band-aid on your fat. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Go walk. Go ride your bike more.
You'll survive.
Yep, you'll survive.
I mean, I also struggle with, thyroid and my own blood issues. I'm not quite sure, but I do see an endocrinologist and I go see a doctor. It's a choice to do the requisite steps. It's a choice to go grocery shopping instead of going to fast food when it's easy. It's a choice when you're grocery shopping to go to the outer aisles and not go into the bread section and not go into the junk food section. These are all choices.
That's another thing. They, like, hide away the healthy foods.
It's not hidden away, it's at the outside.
Yeah.
Everything's on the outside. All the junk's in the middle.
Yeah, where
Like-
everyone usually is.
Yeah. That's true.
They put it around the outskirts. Well, also, there's some right when you open them. Like Walmart, like right when you walk into Walmart, there's all the...
That's where all the good stuff is.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
Like,
love fruit, though. Like, I love fruits and
oh, me
vegetables.
too. I could load up my whole cart with fruits.
But then also,
But
like,
I just don't know how to cook. That's my main problem. Is I don't know how to cook,
I want to learn how to cook.
and I don't have any like good ideas on how to cook. And then, like, I hate the whole process of cooking.
I
Like,
know.
I just hate it
I love,
so much.
I love the process of cooking, but I hate the cleanup.
The cleanup is terrible. Oh, it's the
Like,
worst.
I would cook and then just hire someone to clean up for me.
I know. Me too. I would do the same thing.
Because I love actually cooking it and mixing everything and
Yeah.
making the dough or whatever and the sauce and whatever else,
And then the mess afterwards
Yeah.
is like makes you not want to even start.
It's like, ugh.
I know.
Because then you think of washing dishes and I just
Yeah.
get sad.
And then all over the floor and all over the counters and all, just like hot mess.
You're doing something wrong if stuff's on the floor.
Well, I mean, if you're like making dough and bread, it's gonna be flour and stuff all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've made cookies before Christmas time. It was a hot mess.
I used to
Rolling them out and like, ugh.
yeah, when I was like really young, I would make bread and stuff with Dad. And, there wasn't much cleanup.
Yeah, well. Let the dogs look it up.
As a disabled woman, I can't do a lot of the things that people say, calories in, calories out, oh, you gotta go work out and exert it. A lot of the things that are typical, oh, this is how you lose weight, put me in the hospital.
In the hospital. Why? Prove it.
She's disabled, so
Oh.
I guess as a disabled person, your whole life would be completely different.
Yeah, and then you're kind of stuck in bed or in a wheelchair or whatever else.
Yeah, and I
Depending
think she
on
has
your
a cane,
disability.
so I don't know what.
Well, if you have a cane, you can still work out in just different ways, you know?
Right, and if exercising hard is going to put her in the hospital, then it's going to be,
Light
you know, that
workouts.
80% of weight loss is diet, so it's going to be, she's going to have to focus on her diet more than
Yeah.
anything. So it's not, she's going to be not going to be lifting weights or trying to get like a smoking hot body in the gym. It's going to be literally keeping weight off, so that way your
Yeah.
illness is
And
not
then there's
worsened.
still upper body workouts you can do.
Yeah.
And then lighter workouts.
Exactly.
Small walks through the park.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what she has, so it's like, depending, she might not be able to walk at all. But then there's also, well, she might
And if
not
it's
be able to
degenerative too,
do
like it
much.
might be something that's getting worse over time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but
Then there's still like core workouts and stuff and upper body, and you can still do some of that. Just skip leg day.
exactly. Some kind of movement.
Yeah, just anything really.
I have to navigate weight differently. I have to look at it differently. My weight is the way it is because of medication, because doctors put me in this position. And I had to learn, okay, am I going to be so hateful of my own body that I am going to backlash and put myself through extreme gym nights, through keeping myself from eating things that I should be able to eat. You should be able to have a balance. You should be able to go into the junk food aisle like other skinny people do and still not have to worry about gaining 20 pounds.
Okay. That's another thing. Some medications also make you gain weight easier.
But someone who has a a disability or a health condition like that, don't you think that they have a little bit more, like, people in this world are dealt shitty hands all the time, you know? And sometimes when you're dealt a shitty hand, that means you cannot live the same lifestyle as someone who isn't dealt a shitty hand.
Yeah.
You know? So she cannot compare her life to the skinny person that's in the junk food aisle.
Yeah.
She has a health condition. They don't. So she has to live life for her health condition, not for that skinny
Yeah.
person over
And
there.
her health condition makes her gain weight easier.
Then you need to
Then-
stay out of the junk food aisle.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how you have to
And
live your
it
life.
sucks. And I mean, like, there's still, obviously, you can cheat sometimes. Like,
Yeah, of course.
it's sad if you never get any, like, enjoyment through
But there isn't anybody in this world who doesn't
Yeah.
ever get
enjoyment
anything.
through food and stuff. and-
Right.
yeah, no one never.
I mean, I've had healthy food that I ate and has been like, damn, this is so good.
I
You know,
right?
like really.
Grapes. I want grapes.
I don't know.
I love grapes.
Orange, a good orange sometimes.
I have oranges
Like
upstairs. I'm gonna.
a good banana, good apples, like all
I
that
don't
kind of
like
stuff is so good.
apples.
Really?
No,
A good Fuji apple though. Like
I don't. I haven't had a Fuji.
really? They're like the
Yeah,
crispy
no. I've only
and
had like
ugh,
Granny Smiths and Red Delicious.
ugh,
I don't like Red Delicious. They're so dry.
they're so
They're good for
nasty.
baking though.
they can keep the red delicious.
Yeah.
They have to be Fuji's.
I don't know. Try one.
I'll get you Fuji apples.
But I don't think skinny people go into this junk food aisle.
They
I think that's-
certainly do.
I eat a lot of junk food.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, my DoorDash would tell you otherwise. Like,
Okay, again, the skinny people, they're eating lots of junk food, and that's fine. I mean, again, like they're eating for their bodies. Like she needs to eat for hers. And the skinny guy said that his DoorDash says that he's buying a bunch of crap, which is fine.
But
Like
also, guys like naturally have a better metabolism.
yeah,
also,
and
so
my
they can eat out
DoorDash
more.
says that I order a lot of salads. Like lately, like and I have
Those
been.
salads are good,
Those
though.
salads are so freaking good. See, I can eat healthy. Like those are healthy salads. It took me forever to find a place that made good salads too. Cause I hate
It's
making
so
my own salads.
expensive, though.
Actually, I got coupons. I got $20 off our order. So every time I get a coupon for $20 off, I'm gonna keep ordering them. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it wasn't bad. But yeah, I mean, again, the thin people have different situations.
There's a thing called set points. There's a ton of research on it that your body likes to be at specific weights. It likes to be in a specific way. So if you are fighting yourself to lose weight by not eating, over exercising, and you are damn near killing yourself to be at a specific weight, your body's unhappy.
It's
Okay, so set points. Your body does like to being at a set point. But your set point can change. Your set point, just because my body used to like being at 420 pounds, it doesn't like being at 420 pounds now. Now it likes being at 230 pounds, and I have to fight to keep it at 220 pounds, 215 pounds. It's not a hard fight. It's not really that hard of a fight. But your body, like, like if I were to just like relax and just eat donuts all the time and do whatever, my body would probably relax at like 230 to 235, and it would just kind of stay there right now, unless I kept doing that all the time. But I can relax and remain around that weight. But I don't want to be that weight. So to me, it's like nice to have that little bit of a fight to kind of stay beneath that set point that your body wants to stay at. But I could get that set point to be lower with time. Like if I were to focus and say, okay, well, I want to remain at 215 all the time, then I would just need to change my diet and change my exercise routine for the next year and focus on that until my body got used to that weight. Then my body would eventually get used to being at that weight, you know? Mm-hmm. So the set point is not like, well, my body's 420 pounds. So that means I have to fight every day to stay 220 pounds or I'm going to be 420 pounds again. Like, that's not how it works. Like, your set point can change. It depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But, so that's...
400?
I was 420. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these people are nuts. Just because your body's comfortable at a certain weight does not mean you stay there forever.
Yeah.
My body was comfortable at 420 pounds too, but I wasn't.
It's important to note that a choice can be harder for people to make due to conditions in their life, but at the end of the day, it's still a choice.
Exactly. That's pretty much what we said. Yeah. I mean, everything is a choice. Like, your body can so-called be comfortable at a certain weight, but we have the capacity to change that and tell our bodies and tell ourselves what we want it to be, you know? Mm-hmm. If to maintain a certain amount of weight, like if to maintain myself at 420 pounds would probably mean I would have to eat 6,000 calories a day. Mm-hmm. I couldn't eat 6,000 calories a day now. That's like a ridiculous amount of food, you know? And for that girl to say her set point is this, that's because your set point is eating 5,000 calories a day, 4,500 calories a day to maintain that weight. That's your own set point in your mind. You're setting yourself that, you know, like you can...
How many calories are you supposed to eat a day?
It depends on your height and weight, and there's like charts that tell you like what
like is it BMI? I think?
Your metabolic rate.
Uh,
yeah, it tells you.
Figure that out.
And we'll have to put an app on your phone that tells you like what your age and height and weight is, and it tells you what you should do if you want to maintain and how much you should eat if you want to lose a pound or two a week. And it tells you like what calories you should be at. But BMR is what it's called.
BMI?
Yeah. Like metabolic rate. Yeah. But
When I go there and I look and I see, should I order a second hamburger? I'm the one choosing whether or not I order that second hamburger. I'm the one making that choice.
And I guess I can't really say anything, but that's exactly what we just said. So.
Yeah.
I would rather be skinny than fat.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we had a choice. And what's that saying? You can't ever be too thin or too rich. I mean,
You can be too thin.
well, can you though?
Yeah.
Well, you can't be too thin, but
You can.
you can. I guess you can. But you can't be
Like,
too rich though.
Oh, what's the eating disorder called? I forgot.
Well, we can't say it on here. We'll get,
Yeah, but it's like,
you know, the skinny one.
it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's an eating disorder, and like, therefore you can't be too skinny, like unhealthily skinny. Just as you can be unhealthily
Fat.
heavy, fat.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say fat, but you can't say the other one. But, and you could say like binge eating and all that stuff. You can say those words. You just can't say the other eating disorder for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. What? They're probably trying not to promote it, I guess.
I can't remember what the word is though.
Some people call it Anna. Like the girl's name Anna.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That chick Anna.
I think that it is common in society to want to be skinny. I think the average person typically wants to be skinny.
I mean, obvious. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's the standard. I mean, who doesn't want to be, you know? It just makes life so much easier. Like
Yeah.
going to the store, it's easy. Like everything's just easier.
It's not like a hassle to get up.
It's not a hassle to like do anything.
I feel like being obese would be terrible because like you would get tired just like walking around your house.
Just like going somewhere. It's just like
Yeah, because
you-
it's like also so much weight
it's
to carry around.
you just
It's
feel
like-
so self-conscious and you take up so much damn space and then you try to be smaller and then instead you can't make your body smaller so your personality ends up becoming smaller and it's just weird. It's just a weird feeling. Like I wouldn't wish it on anybody. The whole experience sucked and I hate the whole thing where these people come out and say how great it is to be, you know, obese and how amazing life is, and it's all just a bunch of
'Cause
bullshit.
you know it's not.
It's a bunch of bullshit. I know it's not, and you know, the guy on the stage, he knows it's not. He's honest about it. But a lot of the girls on the stage, they're stuck in that mentality of that fat acceptance nonsense of I love myself as I am and I'm great just as I am kind of a thing. And you can tell yourself that all you want, but sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and just say,
I need to be healthier.
I would love to be fucking skinny. It would be great, you know? And I'm not skinny and I'm not doing what I need to do to be skinny,
Yeah.
but it would be fucking awesome if I could be. You know, like, just be honest.
People treat you better. It is what is considered the standard of beauty. Your life expectancy is longer. You tend to be healthier.
I mean, all of that is accurate.
Accurate.
There's really nothing to argue about. Personally, I don't find super thin people attractive, the most attractive. I don't find it as attractive, but I know they're the healthiest. You know, like,
Yeah.
but I just don't find
Like
stick thin
Yeah.
as attractive.
like the past video we talked about, like I
Yeah.
think there's a healthy balance.
Right.
I think there's ways you can be like skinny and
Right.
be attractive and then not be like skinny unattractive
Right.
or like fat and attractive. I think there's like a nice middle ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like that little bit of chub and then that skinny and then in the center and you know.
Yeah, I like somebody who can like go hiking and then after the hike get a burger.
Yeah.
You know, like like someone like that.
It's like I'm being healthy today.
Exactly.
I've got 2 kids and a wife, and I'm taking care of them. And as you pointed out, I definitely think that I'm at less health risks if I'm a skinnier person, if I'm a healthier person in that capacity. And I would much rather be that so that I could be around for my kids long.
And that's the best motivator, I guess, when you're a dad.
Family.
Yeah, your family and your friends. Um, uh, for me, I didn't have that as a motivation. Uh,
Because you didn't have children.
I didn't have children, and it wasn't about that for me. It was more just, and I didn't really have any health issues either. It was more just, I just wanted to experience it and know what it was like. And that's really what my motivation was. And
You just wanted to be healthier
yeah, I wanted to feel healthier and just know what it was like to be healthy.
and be
And
able
then
to like
and then once you experience
do
it, you don't
things.
ever want to go back. There's no way.
Can the disagreeers please step forward?
I'm speaking as someone who actually was a former smaller person, and I had the most body insecurities when I was small. I was constantly living in fear of gaining weight.
Yeah, but you're also like,
Um,
I don't know.
I don't know. Um,
I think there needs to be more said to that.
there.
Because I guess,
I don't know what would make you in fear of gaining weight unless you're like binge eating or you're like out of control in
well,
some
you're
sort
like
of way.
afraid that you're gonna gain weight, and then you're like, you have to keep doing this and this and this.
But
and
just
then
like
you can't.
if you keep track of it yourself, consistently, you don't have to worry about that. Um, like weigh yourself once a week. If you notice even 5 pounds, like it's very easy to get 5 pounds under control. If you let things get out of control or start spiraling and it's 50 pounds, 100 pounds, you've let things get way too out of control. Like that's why I always say, like, I know a lot of people are afraid of getting on the scale. They're afraid to see the numbers and blah 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 blah. These numbers are important.
Yeah.
They're extremely important. Like, how do you know what your body's doing if you're not keeping track of numbers? You don't have to do it every day. Like, I weigh myself every day, but some people, okay, if you're afraid of the scale, don't weigh yourself every day. But I like knowing what I weigh in the morning and at night. Like I like knowing 2 times a day. And I like my phone being updated. I have an app on my phone where it gets updated and I see a little chart. Of course, the chart has been flatlined for like the longest time, but it's okay. It's not going up, so that's where I care about. And um, to just let it go to the point where you're just like afraid of gaining weight is because you're not in control of knowing what your weight is. Like you should know what your weight is. And you're not afraid of it. Okay, if you gain 5 pounds and the next week, watch what you're eating for a week and it's fine. And then you're back to normal again. It's not that big of a deal.
Gotten 6 minutes in out of like half an hour.
Yeah.
And once I finally gained weight, I realized that first off, life wasn't over. I didn't feel any need to not engage in life the previous way that I had. And the attention that I got was different, but even as a smaller person, you get negative attention. And
Not as much though. What negative attention? Well, I guess you can get attention that's negative still. I guess like
Yeah,
people can be creepy.
Yeah, people and guys are creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess girls would probably get more of that. I can't really comment on that. But I don't know. Like, I can't see the. Yeah, I can see the negative attention. I can't see that being negative attention though. Like,
Well, depends. Guys can be.
guys are creepy
they
and
can push-
disgusting.
They can push it. They can be creepy.
Right,
they
but
can-
you're not like people aren't going up to you and saying that you're ugly or that you need this or that.
It can still be considered.
It's
negative,
disgusting
though.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it
still
is.
negative.
That's true. Guys are disgusting. Sorry, guys watching.
Not all.
Not all of them,
You
but
kind of have to assume it's all though, just in case. It's better safe than sorry.
yeah. Well, it's sad that women have to assume that.
Yeah, because we know it's not all. We just have to live like it's all.
Yeah. It's sad.
And rather than trying to control my body to avoid that negative attention, I would prefer to address the situation as a society, make it more accessible for everybody to where we aren't feeling like I have to be a certain way that's normal in order to be treated like a human being and respected.
No. See, I don't believe in that at all. So she's saying that instead of changing her body or taking care of herself, she would rather change society to bend to her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Change the entirety
Yeah.
of society.
Since the
So you're
beginning of
comfortable?
time, society has judged people based on their appearances. And this one chick is going to
Says-
change it
says,
all.
"Nuh-uh."
It's going to change it all. Based on, and a couple TikTokers who
That seems
who
realistic.
TikTok about
I
fat
think,
acceptance are going to completely change the whole world.
I don't think that's possible. I think there should be a little more openness to it, but I also think people should be pushed to be healthier. I don't think that people should be like coddled and be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're
No,
like, amazing."
God, no.
I think they should still be pushed to be healthier, but I don't think they should be disrespected or treated
No.
terribly because of it.
No, but I don't think we should lie to people. I don't
Yeah,
think
no.
we need to stop lying to people and let them be delusional. Like people need to stop with the
Like,
allowing delusions.
tell them.
Like
And then if they won't let you help them, then that's their problem.
right. And if they don't want help, then that's fine too. Like we are in a free country and let them do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah, it's not your
It does not bother me.
responsibility. Yeah.
If someone wants to be fat, if my neighbor wants to be fat, if anybody wants to be overweight or do whatever.
But
like
also, like, be upfront with them. Be like, yeah, you're unhealthy. You're fat right now. You need to be healthier because we
Right.
care about you. But then if they get defensive and they start being mean about it and it's like a whole thing, then, like, they clearly just don't want to be healthy.
yeah, and I don't care what people do in anything. I just don't like when it's pushed on others as if it's like okay and acceptable and normal.
Yeah.
Like don't push your crap on
I
other
also
people as
think
if it's normal.
There's rude ways of letting someone know that they're unhealthy and fat, and then that's a different thing where you shouldn't be
Right.
like rude about it, and then when they get defensive about it, then you're like, oh, they just don't want to be healthy. I think there's ways of telling people politely
Yeah.
and being like, yeah, we just want to help you.
Right. Well, I don't want to help like certain people. Like
Not everyone.
no, not everyone.
Some people, like family and stuff, if they're
Oh, and
overweight, then it's
I
like,
would
yeah.
help a stranger. Like believe me, like there's certain people, like even in grocery stores, I want to like walk up to and be like, look, can I help you out with some stuff? Like, like there's just
Put the donuts back.
no, just like
Kidding,
I don't know. There was a
kidding.
girl in the store the one time, and she was like, I don't know. I overheard her conversation. She was talking about how she recently had weight loss surgery, and she was in like the protein shake section, and I wanted to go over and talk to her, and something told me not to because she was with her mom, and I was just like, and her mom was like obese too, and she was like obese, and I'm just thinking to myself like, I don't want to be that person that like her mom was like telling her what she should do, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be that person who's like, your mom sucks, like don't listen to your mom. Actually, your mom's a moron and she's fat and you shouldn't be listening to her. Like
Yeah, but I think you should have gone up. I think
yeah, it was a missed opportunity, I think.
Yeah, because you've been someone in that position, right?
Yeah.
After your weight loss surgery, and it's like some people need that help and that guidance, and it's like they don't know how to continue that after they get their surgery.
Yeah, I wanted to like talk to her about stuff, and I was hoping that if I did talk to her, she would maybe have other questions too. But yeah, I didn't open the door. But
then there's also a lot of people who just get defensive about it.
right, and then I'd be starting to
like,
fight in Walmart.
why?
Like,
Like, there's no need for it. I'm just trying to help. I was in your position.
I've been in too many situations that I've seen where people have like gone crazy too, like
Yeah.
over some shit like
Karens
that.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I also get it if you're walking up to someone like, yeah, you're fat, let me help you. Then
Yeah.
It's like, I could see why they wouldn't be super open to that.
I don't think I would have did that way, but like your mom's fat and she don't listen to her.
Yeah.
If
If I could counter, because I was a bit bigger when I was younger, and that's when I was the most insecure. And just the way that I perceived myself, I hated it, and I even became anorexic to like not be big.
See, they brought it up. Now we can talk about it.
Yeah. So,
But
I guess, see, so she hated herself when she was big,
mm-hmm.
and then she became anorexic to get thin. Again, not a healthy way to do it.
But sometimes you can't really control it.
No. I mean, I don't really have much to comment about that because I have no experience with anorexia, and I don't know what
Yeah, I don't have
somebody
room
who
to talk.
I don't know, but I've never not liked eating. I've always liked eating, so I've never felt the need to. I mean, I've starved myself, but it wasn't like
To the
where I couldn't
point of
I still wanted to
anorexia
eat,
or- yeah.
I just didn't, but I still really wanted to. I wasn't afraid of it or anything like that. It was just a conscious choice. But I feel bad for people like that.
I don't think skinny always equates to being healthy.
Oh, that was a short clip.
It was very short, but I wanted to make sure I commented on that because I want to make sure that people
But yeah, that's
understand
true.
that, yeah,
'Cause,
that's 100% true.
anorexia is very unhealthy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people like that whole term skinny fat. There's people who out there who are skinny who have never done exercise or never who still lay around and do nothing. They're still lazy people. And
Like that one person at my school.
yeah,
She was just lazy and ate all day, but she never gained weight.
right, just because they're thin does not make them
Healthy.
healthy at all. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that was in there too.
I am fairly skinny. I'm 6'5". I'm 140 pounds last time I checked, and I'm severely underweight.
140?
6'5", 140 pounds. That's
Wow.
90 pounds less than
Underweight?
me.
Oh.
90 pounds.
What?
That's
should he be?
insane. I would think and he's 5 inches taller than me. My brother's 6'5", and wow, that's just insane. He weighs. I would think that he should probably weigh 200 pounds. I would say 210
He's at
maybe.
140?
Yeah, yeah.
It's 60 off.
I would say to even be thin, he would probably be 180 pounds to be thin. But wow. I don't even know what to say about that. I've never had that kind of situation where I couldn't imagine having to gain 50 pounds. It'd be like a dream
I
come
wouldn't do
true.
it.
It'd be like a dream come true.
I get to pig out.
Oh my God.
That being said, I don't know
Doctor
where I'd
recommended
want to
to eat those
lean at
donuts.
an appropriate weight level, but I think it's important to understand for some skinny people, we're not living a great life by any means. And sometimes I feel like that's always kind of lost in translation when they see someone who's really skinny.
Yeah.
But also sometimes they are.
Yeah, sometimes they are.
I feel like a lot of the time they are.
Well, and I don't know about being 40 or 60 pounds underweight if they're living a great life.
I wouldn't consider that a great life, but
I'm like a skinny in shape person, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great life. But yeah, to be 40 or 60 pounds underweight, that's pretty rough. I could imagine them still having a tough time buying clothes and stuff too. It'd just be the
Yeah.
opposite of a
you
bigger
have to
person.
get extra small.
Especially being 6'5", you'd have to buy super tall and super thin. They probably don't really make that size for
Yeah.
men. That'd be tough. So you have all these fat acceptance people saying they don't make 7X clothes for me and blah blah blah. I'm they don't make
But what about
extra small pants for someone who's 6'5" either.
Yeah. It's
so
if you're gonna be inclusive one way, you need to be inclusive
it's
the
for
other way too.
everybody, but they're not. That's
'Cause
just
then
fashion.
You have to get stuff done specially.
Yeah,
It's
and
I don't want to have all my clothes tailored. And
clothing
stuff.
companies don't make money on the fringes of society. They make money in the middle, you know, where most of the people are, you
Yeah,
know?
they're not like trying to please everyone.
Right. They can't. So they would go out of business if they
Yeah.
only made 10x clothes and extra small pants for
Although
6'5"
obese
men.
people, there are more in the world going, so maybe they would get a lot. If
Well,
they,
now the balance is starting to shift higher,
Yeah,
but it's almost like screwing over the people that are smaller,
Yeah.
you know?
because they're making more bigger clothing,
Right.
less small clothing. It's sad.
I guess it depends on what you mean when you think of the term skinny. Are you thinking of just like an average weight person, or are you thinking of how you are now?
I'm the average weight for like women in America.
I don't know about that girl.
Well, she might have like Googled it.
I don't know about if she's the average weight for women in America. She's, I mean,
What
I
is-
haven't Googled it.
Hold on, what is?
Google it with your phone.
Hey Siri, what's the average weight for women in America? 170.
170 pounds? No, she's more than 170 pounds. Unless she's like 5 foot tall. I don't know. But yeah, she's definitely more than that. But she's on the no. But I mean, 170 pounds is interesting. I wonder what height that is too. Like, what's the
Just on
height?
average, like all of it added up. Like height's not taken into account. Like overall, all the women in America, just in general.
Okay.
Because average is like all added up and then divided by the amount of people you took into account, right?
That's kind of high. What's the average weight for men?
Hey Siri, what's the average weight for men in the U.S.? 197.
Oh, and the average BMI was 29.1. Oh, I'm way under that then. That's good. I'm under the BMI, but
Ooh.
well, no, my BMI is good, but my weight is higher than that.
I guess just try to stay under the average.
Well, all I care about is my body fat percentage. That's all I go by nowadays.
So if we're talking about an average, like I'm going to be the closest. If your biggest priority is to be at a smaller body, you need to reassess your priorities.
No, I don't want to reassess my priorities. No.
I think that is a good priority to
That-
keep working towards being healthier and smaller.
Yeah.
If that, well, it also depends on what weight you're already at. Like if you're already really small, then you don't need to be smaller.
Right.
But like if you
I mean,
are,
it's not your number one priority in life.
like
but
obviously not. There's other priorities like
but
family
it's-
and friends and stuff.
it should be
Your job.
a top priority. Your health and your life should
Like
be a
top
top
10.
priority. Yes.
Should definitely be up there. I feel like your job, your friends and family, and then your health. You know,
Right.
those are like your top three.
And usually
Not in
health
that order.
usually that includes being in a smaller body. Your health
Yeah.
includes being in a smaller body. It helps your joints, it helps your back, it helps all kinds of things being in a smaller body.
There is such a gap between one, the research, because the research has a huge fat phobic bias in it.
I feel
Does
like,
it though?
I feel like the research is scientific research.
Exactly. And that's another thing too, is like a lot of the the fat acceptance movement, they deny the actual science when the science is the only thing I really go by.
Yeah.
You know?
If it's proven science, then why are you gonna sit there and deny it?
Right. Because they like to go by feelings, their own personal feelings, not the feelings of
Yeah.
the world. They
That's-
go by their own feelings. So if their own feelings are hurt, then the science is wrong. So that's how they go by it.
If you're gonna say that that's science wrong, you might as well say all science is wrong. So the Earth is flat and lava's not real.
Well,
Doesn't exist.
If it doesn't, if it hurts their feelings, then it's probably correct. Then it's wrong. So, yeah, that's how they feel. Like,
But if you're
and-
gonna say one piece of science is wrong, you might as well say it's all wrong.
exactly,
Because it's proven science. So
yeah, they'll never believe that.
However, you want to talk about bias in studies. Actually, recently we've been doing the opposite. So for instance, a lot of our studies have been based on BMI. And so we've been showing that, oh, fat people aren't necessarily extremely unhealthy if we look at people with a certain BMI. However, bodybuilders also have a really high BMI, and so they get counted into that category. And so it wasn't until very recently that they equated for that mistake, and it shows, oh my goodness, being fat is actually extremely unhealthy, like way, way more unhealthy than we ever realized.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So when they took bodybuilders out of that equation of BMI, because the fat acceptance community always used to say BMI doesn't work because if you add in the bodybuilders and blah 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 blah, then BMI charts are not accurate. They're not right, and whatever. They didn't believe BMI charts. So when they take the bodybuilders out and they just go by just fat people in them, it shows that high BMIs are people like fat people who have high BMIs are extremely unhealthy. Like once you take the bodybuilders out of it, if you put them in, it shows that okay, people with high BMIs are that doesn't really mean that much of anything because you're putting people with high BMIs who have muscle in there.
So the bodybuilders are evening it out.
They skewed the results. So once
we
you
actually should take the bodybuilders.
they should be taken out. Like that's what they don't like. The doctor doesn't do my BMI because my BMI is high. My BMI is like 32 or something like that.
I don't know what that means.
Like I'm supposed to, like they want men to be at 25 is considered like a healthy BMI, but my BMI is like, well, I range like 30 between 30 and 32. Sometimes 29 if I'm thin, but my body fat percentage is only 19%, which is considered athletic. So I don't have a lot of fat on my body, but my body mass is high. So because my height and my weight is high, or my weight compared to my height is high.
Okay.
So
but that could also just be because
I'm a big person.
You're a bigger person.
Right, but I'm not fat.
You have a bigger build.
Right.
And I don't know, your muscles maybe.
Yeah, I'm not fat.
Are muscles heavier than fat? Is
yeah.
that true?
Yeah, they are. But I mean, it's like ounces. It's not like a huge amount.
Yeah.
But so now every year I have to go get my skin checked or like have a skin test to see what my body fat percentage is instead of my BMI. So because they don't go by that anymore for me, but some people they do. But because every year they would classify me as obese, even if I'm not. And it would piss me off because I would be like, I'm working my ass off, and I'm like, why would I even work out every effing day?
Fat.
I don't have a fucking roll on this body, and you're gonna freaking tell me that I'm obese. And yeah, the doctor was like, no, you need to go get go get
Yeah, no, you just have like a larger chest.
Yeah, I have a huge chest.
Yeah, and so it makes you look bigger.
And huge legs too.
Big,
But
you're thin.
Yeah, so everybody's different, but especially when you take people who work out of a BMI chart, then yeah, it gives an accurate reading. They're not wrong, like they claim.
America has an obesity problem.
Yes.
So yeah, the score was like 99%. Obviously,
Yeah.
feel it is. So I mean, I agree with America, like we do.
Like, I mean, it's mostly a lot of processed foods, I think, and then so many more junk foods and stuff in.
And I think we're lazy as a society.
Yeah. And then like also,
nobody likes to cook anymore. Nobody likes to make meals at home.
And you walk up to the cash register and there's just candy bars. Like all this junk food and stuff is always shoved in your face constantly. So it's like it's they make you buy it almost.
I know.
And it's like you really need self-control to.
No, Rico's you know Rico, obviously.
Yeah.
His parents come from Germany, and they'll say that when they come here, they're like blown away that when they drive down the street, there's like McDonald's, Rally's, Taco Bell, Starbucks,
everywhere.
and it's like they're all in the same, like all clustered together. And then you go another couple blocks and there's like
More.
Burger King, Rallies, blah, blah, blah. And then there's go another couple blocks and there's like there's just nothing but fast food.
And then another McDonald's.
and then there's chain mall full of restaurants. And then it's like
Those food
nonstop.
courts are so large.
It's ridiculous. Like it's all food everywhere. And they're like there in Germany you have to like drive to go to a restaurant. And sometimes it'll be like a mom and pop restaurant. It's not like there's not like huge chains like everywhere. It's like there's an Applebee's and then there's TGI Fridays and then there's this and then there, you know, like they're
and everything's so greasy here too.
right. And the portions are like massive,
Big.
you know?
It's because that's what people here eat, because a lot of, like, we have an obesity problem. There's bigger people here.
Yep. It's crazy.
I think it's pretty clear. You look at the weight of the average American, you see how obesity has affected not just children. I mean, the fact that we have more younger and younger people who are looking heavier and heavier, and you see that, like, you know, the way that weight affects us as a society, and you compare that to how we were in the past. Now,
Yeah, I love that he's like so like
He's real.
realistic.
Yeah, he's being real about
He's
it.
just an honest
Even though
dude.
he's heavier.
Yeah, but and it's like that's how I was when I was heavy too. Like you can be heavy and not be fucking delusional. Like I cannot stand freaking delusional freaking people. You know, like this whole thing of like victimizing themselves, you know, like it's just ridiculous. He's not a victim. He knows his choices have gotten him to that point, and that is what you need to understand. That's the only way you're going to get out of that.
Yeah.
Is knowing that you brought yourself there. What can you do to get yourself out of it? But yeah, he's right. I mean, like we were just saying, it's our society, like literally is we're bombarded by
Yeah.
garbage
It
everywhere.
Pushes the
everywhere.
garbage and it pushes the fat, and it's like, wow.
And it's so easy. It's so easy.
It's so easy.
Like
You
it's so
just-
nice. Like
You literally
was it?
you go through a drive-through and you have such delicious food.
Today's Monday
No, I
or
don't
today's Tuesday. Or
Tuesday.
okay, so was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So or was it Sunday? Well, whatever.
No, yesterday. we
Whatever
had
day I ordered
salads, didn't
salads. Was the day I ordered salads yesterday?
we? It was Sunday. No, it was Sunday because we had the chicken yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Well, whatever day. It's just so nice to just go to like DoorDash and be
That
like,
salad was so good.
and have have salads delivered, and oh, I love it. I love the convenience of our life today. Is so nice.
Yeah. But also, it's probably better for you to get out.
But we made the proper choice. We could have gotten garbage, but we got salad. You know.
Yeah, at least we got something good.
And I always get the good dressing too. I don't get garbage dressing.
I get the
Chipotle ranch, which is probably the not.
It's good though.
It's good, but it's not the best one out of the choice.
Which one do you get?
Actually, I get the Caesar, which isn't that great either. But
Okay. You're so much better than me with your Caesar dressing.
we should get the vinaigrettes next time.
I'm good. I like my Chipotle
No,
ranch.
not that we should always, you know, we shouldn't compare ourselves to the era of the Great Depression when people just couldn't find food, of course, but people are heavier now in an unhealthy way, and people are eating unhealthy. Are eating it through unhealthy access to food. They're eating diets high in seed oils. They're eating high corn syrup. They're doing all this kind of stuff that's not good for them that we didn't used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's funny because he mentioned seed oils, and there's actually a YouTuber that I follow who his name is Alex, and he eliminated seed oils from his diet too, and he swears by that, and how it has helped him lose a lot of weight too. So, but yeah, it's like there's so much garbage in our food, so much garbage, and I think we're so used to eating things in our food, we don't even think about what's in it. You know, like I would never knew anything about seed oils or what
I didn't know that was a
or
thing.
what kind of oils are in this shit that I eat anyways. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I never like figured out the difference between each kind of oil. I was just kind of like, oil's oil. Like, I didn't know if it came from a seed or if it came from an olive or if it came from, I don't know. I guess an olive is a seed, I guess. I don't know. But
I think it is.
it is a seed, isn't it?
Maybe I'm stupid, but I think
Oh, what do the Italians do? They're all loaded with seed oil, I guess. I don't know. Is it a seed or is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're
I
gonna
hate
have to
olives
ask.
though. I hate them.
We're gonna have to ask Alex if olive oil is seed oil because I love olive oil. So good.
Why don't we just look it up?
I guess we could.
I'm so surprised that we're actually supporting a lot of this, and there's always people like, like it's fine that we have like 3 McDonald's like on the same street.
Oh yeah, we were just saying that. Yeah, we were just saying that too. Like, it's insane. Yeah, look up the seed oils real quick.
Hey Siri,
Is olive oil
is
seed?
olive oil a seed oil? No, olive oil is not a seed oil.
Oh,
It's
thank God.
extracted from the fruit of the olive tree. Oh, it's a fruit.
Oh, it's a fruit. Perfect.
Wait, hey Siri. Isn't olive a fruit? Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I
We're
would not
good.
have thought they were fruit.
We're safe. We can bathe in olive oil then.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like yeah, you go down Lorraine Avenue and what is down there? Like literally, it's like never-ending
God.
choices of freaking
And then
fast
there's
food.
like crepes and like that little like city area that there is where it's like where we went for the Apple store. And we went to get those crepes.
Oh yeah.
And then like down the street there was coffee, and then down the street there was more.
And
And
Cheesecake Factory.
it's like wow. And then like I remember last year for my birthday, we had Cheesecake Factory. And it was so sweet. Oh my God. Like I would only finish like half a slice every time I
I know.
grabbed it. And I was like, that
Well, next time I'm just gonna get slices
Yeah.
instead of getting a whole cheesecake. That was ridiculous. That was a
Yeah.
lot of cheesecake.
but it lasted.
It did last a long time. It was a lot of cheesecake. I
It was.
only had one slice of that.
I felt
of
fat
that.
every time I ate it. I felt like I gained like 50 pounds.
Oh my
Like
God.
one bite and you gain like 7 pounds. It's like,
It's probably full of cheese, or it's probably full of seed.
Cheese.
Probably full of seed oils. I don't know, but that's a lot. I didn't even look at how many calories is in each
it
slice
was
of that
good.
stuff.
Oh, a lot.
Is it?
Which one did I even get though?
It was the turtle.
The turtle?
The turtle cheesecake. Yeah.
Should I look it up?
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey Siri. How many calories is in a slice of Cheesecake Factory's turtle cheesecake? One slice is 1,330.
Yeah. So that's literally almost a full day of
Wow.
calories in a slice of cheesecake.
A single slice.
That's crazy.
But I wavered a little bit because I think we have a problem with how to treat obesity. I think we have a problem with how to make it so that it is not an epidemic. This is a systemic thing, that we are in a society and in an environment that breeds this. And we are doing it to ourselves, we are doing it to our children, and our corporations and our industries are doing it to us, and they aren't having to take responsibility.
She's
not
too
an
like
epidemic.
political.
So it is not.
Yeah. See, like she's
I'm
too
why
like.
are you so serious? It's a YouTube video.
It's like she's a, I don't know, like a social media like political influencer wannabe. You know, it's
Calm down.
very annoying. But it's okay. There is a problem with the choices that we have and the choices that we're given. But the problem is the choices are given to us because we're wanting them.
Okay, but like you also have to think some people are just already well off depending on how they did in school and blah blah blah. Like you have the money to be able to afford all of this. Some people can't go to the gym and stuff
Right.
and all the time or can't get the memberships, and so it also depends on financially how you're doing and what job you have.
Yeah.
But then also being skinny and pretty is going to help you get a better job.
Yeah.
And it's like it's all kind of a loop.
Yeah, it is a loop.
You need the money, but you can't get the money.
I
So
know.
you're skinny.
That's just society
Yeah.
in general.
It's annoying. It's weird.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're encouraging it with media. So
And the
like,
mukbangs, I was literally gonna bring that up. The mukbangs and like all those videos that just come up to trends. for people to
not
do it
only
as
the
well.
mukbangs, but also like Lizzo and other big like media.
Mukbangs.
So do you, I mean,
those-
do they glorify obesity with that kind of stuff? I don't know if it glorifies it. To me, it like makes me want to puke. But
I feel gross.
I've only seen
Also-
clips of people reacting to it. I've never watched
yeah,
them
although
myself.
I
but
can't deal with like the sound of people eating. I hate it.
I think it's disgusting.
Like I think eating like the sound, and then like it's just like gross to me. And then
Yeah.
it's just like all that food mixed with your saliva, and then you're just squishing it in your mouth, and it's like, ugh.
And I just think about what they're doing to themselves, and it just seems so degrading,
Yeah.
and that makes me sick too.
And then you're putting
So
that on the
degrading.
internet, showing yourself doing all
Yes.
of this to yourself, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't understand. I have a friend who likes watching mukbangs, but she only watches mukbangs from skinny people. Have you seen those where it's like the skinniest people in
Yeah,
existence
but
are
it's
doing
still-
the mukbangs? And it's like, how are you staying so skinny when you're eating that much like twice a day?
Still a hot mess though.
I know, but I want to know how they do it.
I still don't understand, like, I don't know.
Maybe that's
Remember
like
how
the
we
only thing
spiraled
they're
off
eating
into
now.
that conversation last time?
Which one?
Like, about society in general and how
Yeah.
morally it's like bankrupt. Things like that. But, I just think that mukbangs is kind of on the same level as that, how in terms of being degrading.
And I think they only got popular like recently. Like they got really popular recently.
I think it's
Especially during quarantine, I think they got really popular.
yeah, because people were home and
Yeah, and they
doing
couldn't
nothing.
go out and eat all that.
But what would I don't know. I don't know. I just think society itself is just like spiraled into degeneracy in a lot of ways, and I think that that's kind of one of the fringe things that just kind of shows what society is into, and it's just gross. It's gross. It's weird.
I mean, you do you, but ugh, I'm not gonna be watching that.
No.
But like, it's really annoying though. I'll be sitting in class and all of a sudden you'll hear, I'm like, stop.
Ugh. That's weird.
I'm sorry. There's a very big difference between the people who are telling people go out and get fat versus a
I love
Lizzo
myself
who's saying
fat.
accept me
Yeah.
the way I am.
She's
Mm, I can
No.
understand.
I mean,
Like you just want to feel accepted and feel like, I guess, but like also it's like,
do I think Lizzo should hide herself away
No.
and because she's fat and be like, oh, I'm never gonna sing a song again because of no, she's talented and she should sing and she should do whatever she
be
wants.
healthy.
But
Some people also lose their voice though when they lose weight.
yeah,
Like their voice changes.
yeah, their voice does change.
So
and-
maybe she needs to stay fat.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they just don't sound as good. They don't have the depth of they don't have that soul to their voice anymore when they get skinny. I don't know, but that would be a risk. It's risky,
You'll
But
look better though. And
yeah.
feel better.
And there's auto tune. They could save her voice with AI. They
Just
probably
make it sound.
yeah. They should use AI to
Put a little cover over it.
yeah. They could fix it. Once you're already famous, they can fix it. You know.
But there are people who have gotten less popular after that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Adele will ever be as popular again. Now that she's thin,
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Just because she's not relatable anymore to the majority of. So if the majority of women in this world are 170 something pounds, what is they related to Adele before? There was something they had a connection to her. They don't have a connection to skinny Adele.
Skinny and famous.
Yeah, skinny and famous now. They had a connection to the chunky girl who sang about relationships, the same kind of problems that they had, Now there's nothing to relate to anymore, So skinny,
Music is good,
rich, famous, pretty, not famous anymore, It's not gonna work. It doesn't work. It's weird.
You had the famous and you had the rich. You could have stayed fat.
Yeah, I mean, she probably did it for her health.
Yeah.
And she probably did it because she wanted to be pretty too. I mean, you got money, you want to
She
be
has
pretty.
the right to be pretty, yeah.
Yeah. You got the money, be pretty. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's another thing too. Like I know a lot of people hate on other people. Like this is another reason why I don't think Adele will be as famous again. Because she got pretty. A lot of people hate her because of that.
How
like
dare she?
yeah, like that's literally that's
She was pretty before.
they might not
though.
say that out loud, but they're like almost like a how dare she she has the money to do it. And there's almost like a jealousy. Like she has the money to do it. Like, well, I would do that if I had the money, but I
she
don't.
was pretty before though.
I thought she was pretty before too.
Yeah, she was pretty, and she still is.
Yeah.
And it's like some people are pretty when they have a little bit of fat.
Yeah. Who's that other one? That blonde comedian, funny girl. She lost a lot of weight too. She was she's Australian. I forgot what her name is. I don't know. She's an Australian lesbian blonde.
I don't know.
I don't remember. But yeah, she's another one that is less relatable and less funny.
Yeah.
No, she's skinny. I mean, who knows? It's weird.
She's not just saying accept me the way I am. She's dressing extremely scantily clad and then saying if you don't think that it's normal for a morbidly obese person to be wearing a G-string in the middle of public, then you're the problem. And they're trying to normalize society to this obese culture, which is extremely unhealthy. And
What is an obese culture?
Again, she's so political that like just her reactions to certain things. What is an obese culture? An obese culture is Lizzo. How's that? How's you? I mean, I
think
I'm so glad I'm not on that stage because sometimes I would just respond like that. I'd be like, Lizzo, that's an obese culture.
I think it's pushing the idea that fat is just as healthy as skinny.
Right.
And that it's just as normal and it's just as safe and like it's I guess fine, but like it's not healthy. And that's just the reality of it that people have to understand. It's not healthy. And like you can do what you want with your life, but you have to realize that it's not healthy and you have to wake up and eventually and be like understand that, you know?
Like we can't go on stage and light up a crack pipe and smoke that on stage.
Yeah.
Because why?
Because it's inappropriate
It's
and
inappropriate.
not safe for younger people and
right. But we can go on stage being morbidly obese
and half naked,
shaking our ass around in a thong or in a G-string and doing whatever. And that's supposed to be okay. You know, you promote one thing as being or you say that we can't promote one thing because it's unhealthy and unsafe, but we can promote the other thing as healthy and safe. Like that's where I think the issue is. So, you know,
a culture which like normalizes
I'm obese
obesity.
and I haven't even heard that.
Well, obesity is already normal, so
Well, I don't think it should be normalized.
and so that's what we were just saying, pretty much. So if we can't normalize the crack pipe, you know, we shouldn't normalize that either.
just like hop on stage and start snorting cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. We need to like say and be honest. We need to be honest with ourselves and be honest with what it is.
I know, but your analogy also isn't very good. I feel like
No, it's a terrible analogy.
getting on stage and lighting up a crack pipe is very different from being obese.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it though? Isn't it just as unhealthy?
Well,
I mean, do people live long if they gorge themselves on chocolate frosted donuts every day, all day, or
that's true.
crack? You know?
Chocolate frosted donuts are my crack.
I know, right? If you did them all day, every day, it would probably kill you just as fast as crack would. I don't know. I've never done crack, so I don't know.
One day.
Yeah, it's my goals.
Like those floor mats,
I'd be skinnier if I did crack.
probably.
But what's the difference between a obese person, myself, walking around in a G-string or a bathing suit, as I do almost every day, and a skinny person? Like, is it okay that the skinny person is doing that?
No, because it's in public.
Hell no.
I don't think someone should go out in public wearing a G-string.
No.
Like, that's just inappropriate in general.
I agree. Nobody should be walking around in that. Nobody.
Like, if you're just walking on the sidewalk, taking a walk, going for a jog, wear clothing. Don't wear a
Right.
G-string. Don't go to a restaurant wearing a G-string. Don't Don't do any of that. It's not.
If you go to the beach,
Then
you know,
maybe,
like
but yeah.
even even then, I'm sorry, but if you are morbidly obese, you need to check yourself in the mirror. Your body is not cute. I'm sorry, but your body's not cute.
Mm.
And it is not cute to have a G-string
You can find a comfortable bathing
or
suit
a
that's not
thong
gonna
or
make.
whatever the hell you're wearing when you look like a can of busted biscuits and you're overflowing out of all
Oh,
of
wow.
those things. That is not cute.
I think there's comfortable bathing suits that you can look good in,
There's
depending on how obese you are.
You could absolutely wear a bathing suit,
But
not a
like,
G-string.
I don't think you need to do that and make other people uncomfortable.
Right.
I think there's limits.
Yeah, you can wear one piece.
Because I think even if you're super skinny, you shouldn't wear a G-string just around.
Hell
Because
no.
that's obviously still gonna make people uncomfortable. I think there's always
And not even
limits to what you should wear
I'm
out in
the
public.
the only people that could wear a G-string is if you literally look like an Instagram model in real life.
And you still shouldn't do that.
And
in
even then
public.
it's inappropriate.
Yeah, you
But
shouldn't
if
walk
you
around
look
like
like that in real life, then maybe. But if you have flapping or moving or any type of roll or crease or lump or bump,
I feel like it's
should
easier
not
for
be
you
in
to
it.
talk about this because you were like
yes,
obese at one point.
exactly.
It's
And
like,
I still today won't wear certain things because my body is not perfect. You know, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not going to embarrass myself and embarrass the people in this house by wearing shit that's inappropriate for my body. You know, like,
I think you can look cute and go out in public without making other people uncomfortable too. I
exactly.
think that's a big thing. You shouldn't go out of your way to make other people
Like,
uncomfortable.
I know the limits of
Yeah,
my body.
if you know that this is gonna make someone uncomfortable, then you shouldn't wear it.
Right.
And then obviously there's like crop tops and shorts, where you can wear those. Like obviously someone's gonna be uncomfortable no matter what you wear. You could wear a
Right.
hijab out and someone would be uncomfortable, but there's always limits.
Like the
And I
last
think,
show,
like,
like the last episode, we were talking about those muscle shirts.
yeah,
Like how they come ones that come down really far. Like I won't even wear those
Yeah.
just because I know that this area of my body is not attractive. Like
Yeah.
it's gross looking. So why would I
this is really
show
off topic,
that?
but I think that's really annoying when people get annoyed about people wearing their hijabs.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like that's their religion, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they fat though? That's the question.
That's what you need to pay attention to.
Is there a roll hanging out of it?
Oh yeah, their head rolls.
To say that when Lizzo does it is the same as a Victoria's Secret angel is just not the same.
Yeah, what's the
'Cause
difference?
what do you mean? Are you telling me they look? You're telling me it doesn't.
I'm not saying they look the same.
Well,
but
I
I'm
mean,
saying
Lizzo
what's
goes on
different
stage.
messages.
Implication. So
Oh wow, they're fighting. There's
See,
obviously.
so the skinny girl kind of feels similar to I do, but the problem with her is coming from her
a skinny person
to
who
all
wasn't
those
fat.
other bitches. It sounds harsher, you know, and it doesn't sound right.
And the
coming
way
from
she's
her.
saying it.
Right.
Like that's what I'm saying. There's so many different ways to word it, and I think you have to word it correctly for it to come across correctly.
It's a Victoria's Secret angel and the Victoria's Secret fashion show. When you're modeling thongs and G-strings, okay, that's one thing. You're modeling thongs and G-strings. But to go in public with your body not looking like a Victoria's Secret angel in the general population, that's messed up, I think, to do that. And you should be embarrassed. Like I would be, like I'm embarrassed. I would have secondhand embarrassment for you walking down the street looking like that. That's how I feel about it. And I don't understand how they don't have firsthand embarrassment about it. I don't know. I don't get it. And I don't know.
And so if I walk down the street, I'm a runway model. I'm a print and runway model. I have walked down a runway in a thong. So me doing that is shameful, but
Jan.
a skinny model is okay.
I didn't I don't know if I use the phrase shameful,
Problematic.
but I don't think that we as a society should be modeling obesity.
But I'm not modeling obesity. I'm modeling the lingerie that obese people need to be able to have availability to buy.
I agree with that 100% too, though. Like, she said she said that she modeled and did print and runway, and that she modeled thongs and stuff too.
I think
I
people-
agree with that because she said she's not modeling obesity. She said she's modeling the stuff that people want to buy.
I think people should
agree.
have a right to wear and buy whatever they want.
Absolutely.
But I don't think you can wear and whatever you want outside of your house.
Yeah,
I
like
think no matter what way you are, there should always be limits, and you should never go outside in like a bra or anything.
and
Like,
it's not that they don't have the right to do it. They have the
They have the right. They
absolute
can do
right
whatever
to
they
do
want.
it. Absolutely. I'm not saying they don't
But
have
I
the
don't
right to
think
do it.
They should.
There is a level of decorum. There is no sense of pride. There is no like they just don't care about anything. Like, and that to me is like what's messed up about it. And again, it has nothing to do with the weight, because the Victoria's Secret models that are on the Victoria's Secret fashion show, I have a choice of not letting my kids watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show. But if you're at the beach walking on the boardwalk with your kids, you don't really have the choice of not letting your kids
Cover their eyes the whole
see
time.
some
Put a blindfold
chick walking around in a thong on the beach.
on. They can wear whatever they want.
Right. And that's where the issue is. It's not, and that's
Also, isn't that just considered like public indecency if you're not like on a beach or something and you're wearing like a thong and stuff?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Probably in certain places, but probably not in LA or something like that. Who knows? Like, they probably let them do whatever the hell they want there.
Well, yeah, they have bigger things to
I mean,
take care of.
they let people steal from stores and just walk out without, so who knows? Like, it's
They have more important
some
things to do.
land of no laws. So
Ooh, I want to go there.
I know, right? Me too.
Feel everything.
I think people view models and Instagram people and all of us who are plus size and proud as we're pushing this obese lifestyle. No, I'm pushing the fact that this is what I live in. This is my life. And I need other people who feel this way to say, hey, I want to be able to wear clothes that look cute too.
You can wear clothes that look cute.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, I think that it is nice to have, like, especially when you're young, to look on the internet and see bodies that look like yours, and to see faces that look like yours, and to see people that look like you. That is nice. Because when I was younger, everybody looked kind of the same on TV and in media and things like that. So it is nice to see
Yeah.
a little bit like differences, like people looking different. So yeah, I mean, I agree with what she's saying there. I can have no argument with that.
I do think there's a problem with obesity in America, but I think it's a first world country problem because it's spread across the globe. And also, I don't see it as a problem. I do feel like health wise, people should try to be healthier, but there's no perfect body. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect size. And there's people who are underweight. There's a lot of them. And then there's a lot of people who are overweight. So I really don't see it as like a problem.
I don't know about all that it's not a problem. I think it is a problem. Maybe she's thinking about the 7 billion people on the world. Might not be a problem if you can take the 7 billion people in the world into account. But in the first world, it's an issue. But yeah, I could see them not having as much of an issue in poorer countries because they don't have access to the fast food and the junk, that we have, and our lives are so much easier. And, like
We don't have to get out all the time.
literally our air conditioner has been on since, I don't know, March. Like
It's been on all day, every day.
yeah, like our lives are very simple, like compared to other people in other parts of the world. We don't suffer for anything, really. Um, so yeah, I can see
And
it
then we're
definitely being a first world
complaining
problem.
about these like insignificant problems while other people are like dying.
Yeah,
And like it's terrible.
we're gonna save the world though through this YouTube channel alone.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're gonna change the whole world. Like that one girl wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do it today.
Was that the
Well,
political girl that wanted to change the world?
yeah.
Or was that the one in the red top?
No, that was the political girl. Which, to be honest, though, compared to the last video that I watched, I actually kind of like all these people in this on this panel. Like, I don't have really anyone on this panel that I don't like. They're all pretty cool.
Okay, so somebody brought up the food desert earlier. I can't even think of an area that would have a so-called food desert.
Sorry, can someone explain, like maybe just for my ignorance, I'm guessing a food desert is just there's no food anywhere?
Right.
Do you know what a food desert is? Okay, so a food desert is usually it's like an urban area, or it could be a rural area too. But say uh and I'm going to use the east side of Cleveland for an example. If you go to like the east side of Cleveland, and it might not even be like this anymore, but I remember back in the day, there wasn't really any grocery stores over there. Like there wasn't hardly any grocery stores. There used to be there used to be a west side market and an east side market. Well, the east side market closed, so it left the people who lived in that area like no options for like fresh foods like within a reasonable like distance. So anybody who didn't have access to transportation, which there's a lot of people who live in those inner city areas who don't have cars, and they're walking or they're taking the bus to get food and do whatever. And so without transportation, there wasn't really access to fresh food. So they would have to eat at corner stores. They would have to go shopping at corner stores and go shopping at like, those little convenience store type of places, Family Dollars, Dollar Generals, like things like that. So those places don't have healthy options when you go shopping in those stores. So an area like that would be considered like a food desert. So, and then like say the country, like your parents, where your parents lived, that would be a food desert. Because if there's somebody there who does not have transportation, where are they going to go grocery shopping? Holly's would be like the only choice, So there's no fresh food there in that vicinity that's even like in walking distance. So areas like that, this country is full of a lot of different areas like that that are like considered like food deserts. So that's what they're talking about when they say a food desert, that's what they're talking about.
No, it's healthy options for food. So you can go into certain low income areas and you'll see a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A, but there's no Trader Joe's.
A food desert, actually, properly, there isn't any, like for a long period of driving, there's one gas station and a liquor store. Then you have to drive 2 more miles to hit the next grocery store.
She's right. Like the other girl is not right. She was
In
right
the
about
outskirts,
that.
there's so many small towns that you don't even know that they're there. Most of them you won't see on a map, but if you're from there, then you'll know, and they all have to drive a decent amount to be able to go to an actual grocery store. But how often are you going grocery shopping? Maybe like once every 2 weeks?
So again, this is where like people like kind of annoy me. She's speaking from a place of her own experience. A lot of people don't put themselves in the shoes of other people. For one, she's saying going to the grocery store every 2 weeks. she's automatically putting herself in her car with her purse and her credit card and her, cute little like reusable bags and all kinds of stuff, and she's gonna go to the grocery store and load up her refrigerator for the next 2 weeks. Like, so she's already assuming that everybody in the country shops like this. That is like her.
But no, like we shop for like 1 week and then we go the next week. And then the
Exactly.
next week.
And
Not 2
there's
weeks.
people who don't have money like that,
Yeah.
who might only shop per day, or can only afford to buy things for 2 days
And
or
then
3 days,
there's
or
also,
and people who don't have cars, and
I've
people who their lives are not like hers, and so people, I don't know. It's just funny how people just talk with from this place of like
yeah.
assuming that everybody's like them.
I have a friend who lives with a lot of people, right? And so when they go to the grocery store, they usually have 2 like full carts of stuff, and then they have to go again the next week,
Yeah.
and another 2 full carts, and it's like 2 full carts only last them 1 week because they
Yeah.
live with so many people, and it's like they shop very differently from most people,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like
It would be
I mean, I
perfectly
think it
normal, so you have to do a
My
drive once
family, I gotta go
every,
once a week.
so you're making a drive once a week, once every 2 weeks.
This is also saying drive.
Access to the
Yeah, like what
time.
if I don't have a car?
I was like, I don't
don't
know.
even
And if you don't have, usually these food deserts also have very poor public transportation options.
Yep.
So you are left with people who are stranded.
Yeah, but then what are they eating at all?
Yeah.
Unhealthy crap.
Like,
No, but how
what-
are they
what-
surviving
what,
at
they going through the
all?
drive-through? They don't got a car to go to the
Yeah,
drive-through. How are
exactly.
They usually, what I see when I go to those rural towns and those rural places is they have chickens and they have animals. And guess what? That's you can get some healthy food out of that. That's like
Again, another person that has talking out of their ass, they have no idea what they're talking about. They're not talking. A food desert is not necessarily a rural town with fucking chickens and hens and freaking goats running around. It's a freaking, usually it's an urban area in the hood with stores that have half closed down and people that have no money and no transportation to get to the stores that are open in the nearby
it can
nice
be a rural
area of town.
though.
But it
Like where
can
I
also
lived
be a rural
before.
area, right? Which, if there's people there who
That
lived in
wasn't
your
a super bad one though.
right, but if
honestly.
there's people who live in Casstown with no car, they're screwed.
Well, at least they have Holly's.
Yeah, they have Holly's, but remember Holly's was pretty dead during the pandemic. There was nothing in that store. You know, like a couple like old candy bars and like
Yeah, but the candy bars are only 99 cents.
yeah, I mean that's a food desert though. You wouldn't be able to get healthy options in there.
Yeah.
But
Her food isn't that bad though. It's all like homemade type stuff. It's good.
yeah, but you couldn't cook anything.
Yeah.
You couldn't buy anything to cook or to make at home.
It's pre
Yeah, it's all pre-cooked.
pre-cooked.
But yeah, so it's just I don't know, it's just funny. People's just assumptions are just so weird. Like for one, who's gonna go hack up a damn chicken? I'm gonna go like
Plenty of
cut the
people.
head off a damn chicken? No,
Plenty of people. They
No.
cook their own chickens and
I
stuff.
couldn't.
Like
No,
farmers.
no,
I could.
no. I'm
I
not
just have to learn how.
not about that kind of life. I've seen it done before. I plucked chickens. No.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Can't.
that's
live.
like, having eggs and protein and things like that. I think I would be healthier if I lived rurally. In fact, my wife and I are trying to leave the state so we're not near all the Uber Eats and all the
I
all that stuff.
I grew up
There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, he was just saying that he would leave town so he doesn't have Uber Eats or whatever. But I mean, you don't have to order Uber Eats.
Loser
You don't have to
clips.
order Uber Eats.
Mm.
Like you can delete the app from your phone. Like it's really not that hard to not order Uber
You're
Eats.
in a food desert, just order food.
Yeah, if you're in a food, put yourself in an app desert and just delete the app from your phone.
Like if you don't have the money to go buy groceries, then you might not have a phone either. So then there's your problem.
Right, and put a
Or
hen,
you might just not be able to afford DoorDash.
put a chicken in your backyard and just chop its head off when you're
Yeah,
hungry.
just
Eat
go-
healthy.
Just go chop up your chickens. Also,
I grew up in a town of 500. The
It'd be like all
obesity
this
problem
fatty-
there was not as significant as, say, in LA. And we talk about like food deserts and stuff. The nearest Walmart where I grew up was 45 minutes in any direction. The nearest McDonald's was nowhere near to be seen for a long time.
You have a car. So again,
vroom.
that's a car. You have a car. So there's
So
it's
then
45
not
minutes
a food desert.
by car.
Is it 45 minutes by car or is it 45 minutes by walk? Isn't that what
Yeah,
you
and I'm
said?
sure he walked 45 minutes to Walmart. Like that reminds me of where Walter lived, like where your grandma used to live.
But also, who,
It was 45 minutes to Walmart in either direction
by car?
by car. It
I
was
don't want to drive 45 minutes.
horrible. It was horrible. I remember people being like, "Do you want to live out here?" I'd be like, "Hell freaking no.
I'd cry
Hell
if I had to
no."
drive 45 minutes just to
Freaking
go to Walmart. That's almost an
I
hour.
would
That's
literally
almost 2 hours.
have clinical depression every day of my life.
Yeah, and to get anywhere, it like takes forever. That's almost 2 hours just to get there and back.
Like I went to the grocery store and I forgot milk.
Yeah, and then it's like and then it's the shopping, which for us, since we're with grandma, it usually takes us 2 hours. So then that's like 4 hours of shopping to get there, shop, get back.
I can't do it.
So 2 hours at the grocery store is terrible.
And there was probably a gas station you could have went to that was closer, maybe like 15 minutes away.
Yeah, but you can't go fully shopping at a gas
No, but you
station.
can get milk
You
if you
can't get
grab
like
milk or
lettuce
whatever,
and
but
stuff.
no. Food desert.
So when I hear these,
Go to
like,
the
and
gas station and get lettuce.
there could be some evidence there as like the obesity problem is very low lift.
Were there grocery stores in your small town?
Yes.
Exactly.
Like I'm like kind of baffled by the.
Thank you.
Maybe I just need to go out there and like experience the food deserts, but like there was grocery stores where I grew up. Just because we lived in the middle of nowhere doesn't mean we didn't have access to food. And actually, and I have to agree, we did have access to healthy food, very healthy food all the time. I don't think this is big of an issue in my personal opinion.
You don't think it's as big of an issue because you don't understand what a food desert is. Like, so you
It is.
it's a big issue for somebody who has to
Lives in a
take the
food
bus and
desert.
who lives in a food desert. So,
You never had to
if
deal
you-
with it, so you don't understand.
and then he just said too, like, did you have a grocery store in your town? Yes. Oh,
So you're fine.
so Walmart really wasn't 40. Walmart was 45 minutes away, but the grocery store wasn't. So,
The grocery store was like, what, 10 minutes?
yeah, come on now.
You're fine.
You just don't understand what they're talking about.
Fat shaming is worse than skinny shame.
Mm,
Yeah, I think so. And the
well,
reason
also,
why,
if someone's shaming you for being skinny, how bad are you gonna feel about that?
right, and when when people skinny shame someone, they're not technically shaming anybody for being skinny. They're more like doing it out of like ingest or like to be like out of jealousy or like kind of making fun of them.
Not always. You,
But
you
they're
can
not-
make fun of someone for being skinny.
Well, I guess we're being
It also depends on how skinny they are.
right.
And then some like anorexic people, they have to deal with bullying because
Yeah,
of how
I
their
can
body
see that.
looks. And then I think it's just as bad depending.
Depending on how skinny you are.
Yeah, I think like if you're anorexic and being bullied, then it's just as bad as bullying like an obese person. But I feel like if you're just like healthy skinny, then like if someone's making fun of you for being skinny, why are you gonna feel upset
Right.
about that? You're just healthy.
Right,
Also, like, what is there to make fun of someone for being healthy?
right.
So
And
I
people
don't,
do that all the time.
I
and
don't understand that though. How can you shame someone for being healthy?
yeah, it's just ridiculous.
I don't know. I feel like if I was like super healthy and then someone was making fun of me for being super healthy, I wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, yeah. I think,
Like, haha, you're
and that's what
skinny.
that's why I think fat shaming is worse.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't want to shame anybody. I don't think nobody should be shamed for anything.
Weren't you just saying shame in the other video?
Well, I think that shame can work in certain situations for certain people. But I don't think we should just go randomly shame everybody.
Oh no.
Like, because certain people can't handle it. If you know that certain person can handle it, that's different. But yeah, not everybody.
So I do agree that fat shaming is worse than skinny shaming. Just overall, entirely, the way that people like comment on people's weight compared to somebody skinny, they usually don't comment on somebody skinny.
Baby.
Yeah. See, it's less common to comment on someone being skinny.
Yeah, people aren't
Also,
gonna comment on it as
so
much.
it's like no one's gonna sit there and be like, haha,
It's
you're
normal.
you're-
Haha, you're
haha,
so cute.
you're healthy.
It's healthy. Yeah.
Haha.
They don't think
Like I
there's
said, it
something
also
wrong with them.
depends,
They
like, how
don't,
skinny-
like, they'll maybe
how
say, like, oh, you're
heavy
very
batteries you have.
thin. Do you want to eat a cheeseburger? But that's not as bad as telling somebody, you eat 10, stop. And you don't even know that they're eating
Stop
10.
eating the donuts. Put them down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's different to tell somebody to eat a cheeseburger than it is to tell them to stop eating 10 of them. It is different.
Yeah, why didn't you just stop eating 10 cheeseburgers?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, if somebody told me to eat a cheeseburger, I'd be like, okay, bring me one.
I'd actually be happy.
I know, me
Because that
too.
mean like, oh, you think I'm skinny.
I know.
You think I need
know.
to eat more. I don't.
God. I always wanted to get to that point where people were like concerned about my health because I was so skinny, but never got
Yeah.
there. Like almost like frightened by like, oh.
Oh my god.
Are you
I can
okay?
see your spine.
Fat shaming is a systemic problem. You're not gonna not get a job because you're too skinny.
Mm-hmm. And like literally
Well, again,
spot on.
depends.
And it depends on it depends.
Like, also, it depends on the profession. Some people need to
Right.
be like buffer or larger, like sumo wrestling.
Right, and you're not gonna get like maybe not work as like the Betty Crocker taste tester. But
Really depends.
maybe if some skinny has a good metabolism, they might just taste test all day.
Yummy.
Skinny bodies are praised in our society, whereas fat bodies, like, I don't get it as often as other people, but I get a lot of comments on my Instagram that are saying, like, you're really beautiful, but you would look a lot better if you lost 50, 60 pounds.
I used to get that all the time too.
What's the point with that, though?
I don't know. People are assholes. I got that all the time too.
Yeah, but, like, what's that gonna change? Like, telling someone to... Like, you would look so good if you, like, lost a couple pounds. Like, shut up.
I don't know
Okay.
why people do that, but that's so common for people to say that to other people.
Like, okay,
Like-
cool.
Yeah, you'd be so handsome if you only lost.
If only.
If only you did this. Like, okay,
comment?
thank you. Like,
Thanks.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh my god, that's so
If
true.
only I
Stranger
would have
on
known this before.
It's shocking news. I would look pretty if I was skinny.
If only some random stranger at the hair salon or the barber shop told me this 20 years ago. My whole life would have been different.
You would look so pretty if you, like, lost a couple pounds. Oh my god.
People are so
I
fucking
don't, I don't
rude.
get what the point of commenting that is.
I don't know.
It's not gonna change anything.
It won't.
What do they expect of that?
I think it made me probably leave and eat something.
Oh, just put down
This
the
idea
donut.
that skinny people
I just
can't also get these kind of comments are just kind of mind-blowing. That doesn't mean that they're, that one side is getting it worse than the other. I think that there are both sides getting piled on, just at different varying degrees.
fat people are definitely getting it worse than
Yeah.
skinny people.
And it's like skinny people get it every so often.
Yeah,
Fat people
are
get
getting
it all
constantly.
the time. Every
And
day,
their
all day.
Instagram, their videos,
Yes.
their whatever.
On TV, in commercials, like
In person.
in person, it's constant all day. No.
Yeah.
Skinny people are
Even,
praised.
like,
You never
in
see
the
fat
gym
people
and
get
stuff,
praised.
Like, they're trying to be more healthy and people
Oh
are
my
being
God.
dumb. And it's like, what is the point?
The teachers used to freaking be assholes to me.
Oh my god.
It was horrible.
Oh, wait.
I think we're conflating two things as well. So there's a difference between fat shaming and fat discrimination. Fat shaming is an aspect of fat discrimination, but some of the things you were touching on are specifically societal and systemic fat discrimination that goes into our medical system. It goes into employment. It goes into all of our civil rights as fat people that skinny people don't necessarily have that same issue.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
So, we had a substitute, right? Because one of our teachers, this was at my old school, but one of our teachers were having a baby, so we had a substitute for the rest of the year. and it was like Wacky Wednesday or whatever, right? So some kid came to school with his shirt inside out, right? And he wasn't large at all. He was like a little, like he had a little fat, but he wasn't like obese, you know. He wasn't bad. Um, and so this teacher is like, "Oh, your shirt's inside out. What's your tag say?" Extra large to the whole class. And he didn't look fat, so it was like,
Yeah.
but she was just like extra large. And then like she went back to teaching, and she looked back and he was crying, and she was like, "Do you want to like go to the water fountain?"
Oh my
And
God.
she sent him out of the classroom.
Wow. Yeah, I had some asshole teachers. Maybe I'll get into those stories at a later on a later
Yeah, I don't think she meant to
video,
do that
but
though. She was actually a nice substitute. I don't think she meant to upset him.
yeah, she probably didn't. And she probably didn't think he would take it that way.
Yeah.
But
'Cause she was actually nice. Like she came up to me one day about my home life and she was like really nice about it. And she was like, "If you ever want to talk," and it was a whole thing. But
yeah.
she was really nice.
And then like the next week you ended up here.
Hmm. I can't remember her name.
Was
I
she the
just-
one who
I
called?
remember- I remember her first name, but I don't remember any other. Like I don't remember her last name. I just remember her first name because it was Peggy, and she was telling us a story about how she used to get bullied, and people would be like call her Piggy and go sweet sweet.
Oh, why? I wonder.
I don't know.
Because she was fat or because she.
I don't know. But like when she was younger, people would make fun of her and
Oh.
call her Piggy.
Well, that's sad.
Sweet sweet.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I hate kids. They're mean.
And I come from cultures where they straight out called out skinny people. "Oh, you look like bones. Oh, flaca," all of that. So I watched my cousins go through it. I went through it when I would get too skinny. As people, we are just too scrutinized when it comes to our bodies. We don't let people
I didn't
live.
really think about that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
It was like Puerto Rican.
yeah, the same thing. Like if you get too skinny, that you're too skinny.
Like I remember the day I burnt my hand with a firework. When I showed up to the house, the Puerto Rican family, she was like, "Oh my God, you're skin and bones." I wasn't even that skinny. I was like how I am now. I was like, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're so skinny." I was like,
Yeah.
that was a great party.
Yeah, because you got told you were skinny. You were like, "This is the best party ever."
Oh my God, thank you. No, I burnt my hand with a firework though, and that was fun.
Yeah. Because it was all bones. That's why.
Yeah, I didn't have any fat to protect me.
I know. When you go around Puerto Rican people, you do feel super skinny. They do tell you that all the time.
Hmm.
It's
And it's
nice.
also common for Puerto Rican people to be heavier
Yeah. Yeah, because their food sucks.
and greasy, but it's delicious.
It
It's
is
so
delicious,
good.
but you can't eat that shit every day.
Whew.
It's like a treat now.
But I think that's like the point you said. You were called skin and bones when you got to
My cousin.
whatever. But your cousin.
said you too.
So people using shame as a motivator to get your cousin to not be too skinny. Shame as a
Well, she likes
motivator is a
shame, too.
powerful tool.
Oh my God, she's like
She's like that Myron, or
Is she gonna start talking about fat concentration camps?
oh no, like her and Myron like date
Was
after
that
the
his
show.
name?
Yeah, Myron.
Myron?
Yeah, they start dating after.
Well, you could argue that shaming somebody in order to motivate them towards a healthy lifestyle is actually a good thing.
Can be. It can be if you do it right.
It can be if it's
Like I keep bringing this up. If you do
the
it right, and if you word it right.
person. It has to be the right person. If you shame the wrong person, it could
It's gonna be
derail
bad.
their whole life. it could just
It'll
be
be the end of the
bad.
world for
Yeah,
them.
it could be the worse than what they were at before. It's not good.
Now, I have a lot of empathy because hearing your story about how you've been struggling with this since you were a child.
Since I was like a newborn baby, like health, just everything's just been on that end where I've never known anything about being skinny or being fit or being athletic. I've never known anything about that.
Just popped out the womb like, oh, why are
I-
you so skinny?
I mean, I was the same way.
okay.
I never knew until I was 40 years old what it was like. And all my pictures were fat, even when I was a baby. But
I think I was a fat baby, wasn't I?
yeah, you
How
were
heavy
huge.
was I?
You were 10 pounds when you were
I
born.
was 10 pounds. What's the normal?
Like 7, 6, 7. Yeah.
I was chubby.
But yeah, I understand what she's saying about not knowing what it's like and not feeling normal since you were young. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. There's something about her that I like. I like her personality. I bet she'd be a really nice person. That one, don't you think?
Which one?
The one who said that she was a fat baby.
The one in red?
Who came out as a fat baby, she said.
Was that the one in red?
Yeah. No, not the one, not the skinny one in red.
No,
The other one, the big
fat
girl in red, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She seems like really nice.
Probably your situation, I don't think shame necessarily would motivate you, but for somebody where it is a option, so for instance, if you watch TLC,
Fake.
you watch My 600 Pound
fake to
Life, 1,000 Pound Sisters, Family by the Ton, all of them can do it. All of them have had this systemic issue.
All of it. Why are you
See,
saying it? Like
again,
that?
it's another skinny person telling a fat person, if you just watch My 600-Pound Life and 1,000 Pound Sisters, you can do
They're
it.
heavier than you, and they did it. Shut up.
I swear.
They're also on TV being kind of like forced into this and made, and they have so much motivation towards that. And it's like they have like good doctors and stuff that are provided by the TV show. They have meals and stuff provided by the TV show.
It's just so like
It's being so influenced.
it's so degrading, like to have a skinny person
Be like,
tell a
"You
fat
got
person,
this.
you
It's not
can,
that
you can
hard."
do it. You just gotta watch My 600-Pound Life.
Number one, I'm not 600 pounds.
It's like, bitch.
Do you think I'm 600 pounds? Look at me. Stop.
Oh my god.
That's the thing, though. I have watched those like as a younger person, and it would make me feel disgusted with me when I was a kid. So it would make me worse, and it made my mental health worse. Because then I'm like, is that how like everybody automatically views me as just like somebody who's oversized and could possibly never even attain it?
That's literally exactly how I used to feel when I'm watching them. And there's a reason why I don't make reaction videos to those shows, and it's because of that whole thing. Like it is like scarring to me to watch that stuff. Like, because I do, for one, I don't want to make fun of any of these people, and it's not to me, having reactions to those videos is almost making fun of them. Like
if you're like, oh,
what do I need to react to them for? They know what my reaction. I can make one reaction to those videos, and they would know what my reaction is to all of them.
Yeah.
My reaction is they need to get their shit together. Like literally, that's every video. Like so, and I don't like the fact that their relatives are bringing them food and all that shit.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
like.
why are you feeding into this?
But that's like almost every episode.
Literally
So
feeding into
what?
this
So
lifestyle.
what? How many reactions can you do on those? And how many
Every
people
episode's the
are?
same.
There's so many people making reaction videos to those. So it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but-
you don't need one more person doing it.
No, and
Plus, you are also just making those people feel bad.
yeah, and
Also, the amount of people who were on those TV shows that have died now,
yeah.
it's like, it's sad because they go right back to that after the TV show ends.
To me, it's not helpful to do that. I don't want to get into that. If I can't make content that's original
And,
and
it's not
and
harmful.
helpful to someone, then I don't want to make it at all.
If your content's harmful, then what's the point?
Right, exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
I want to try to be as original as possible. As original as possible. Even though I am reacting to these kind of videos, but I still put out
Yeah, I'm original. You
But
say as you
I still put out way more content that's original.
You do.
Like, so
And you do your research and
I actually have like 4 videos that I researched because it was kind of slow at work today. So I was working my ass off on.
I don't think we should shame anyone to do
all
anything.
your free time.
I think everyone deserves to like themselves enough to like enjoy life. And if you do that as a fat person, okay. If you do it as a skinny person, also chill. It's not my business.
Shame is a broad category. I do think shame works in some cases.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, I mean, we just said that, but yeah, it's true. It does work in some cases, but it's just like it could be so toxic in the wrong. If it's given by the wrong person
like
to
I
the wrong
keep-
person.
Like I keep saying, it depends on how you deliver it, who's delivering it. Because, like, her being like, you can do it, it's not that hard. Like, you're the wrong person to deliver it, and
Yeah.
you're doing it the wrong way.
And just like that, Myron was the wrong person to deliver it on the last one.
Yeah.
Whereas that the Greg guy and the other guy, other bodybuilder guy,
They were
coming
doing
from
it
them,
kindly.
it was better coming
Mostly,
from them.
mostly because of how they were saying it
Right.
and how they were delivering that.
Exactly.
They were so nice.
I think that there has been good fat shaming towards me and bad fat shaming. Bad fat shaming is just, somebody just saying, you're fat, things like that. That doesn't really work. But what does work is somebody looking at me and saying, don't you want to be around for your kids?
Oh.
Does
yeah, no,
saying,
just saying
you just need to watch my 600-pound life, does that work for you? No.
you're fat. Like, thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I think as a man telling another man that you need to get your shit together for your kids, that it would be motivating. If you give a shit about your kids. But I mean,
Yeah, some people don't.
yeah, some people, you could tell them anything you want and it wouldn't really make a difference.
Some people.
But, yeah. Someone could tell me to do it for Stella and I would do it. Do it for Stella.
Do it for Stella. Don't you want to be
My
around?
little baby.
She's so cute.
She is baby. She's cute.
I love puppies. They're so cute, but I can't stand the puppy stage where there's like never-ending energy.
Yeah.
But like, but I love Stella so much, but it's so annoying to try and like come up to her and start petting her. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
she just
But
absolutely.
she only
murder
like
you.
acts crazy for like 3 minutes.
No.
You just got to give her the whole 3 minutes.
She just keeps going.
Yeah.
For me, at least, she just never stops.
We'll give her 5 minutes.
And then I'll stand up, and then she'll go crazy again.
Yeah.
I'll sit down. I'll wrestle with her a little bit. She'll calm down. I'll stand up. She'll go crazy again.
Because she doesn't see you a lot. She doesn't do that with me. Or Walter. Because she sees us all the time.
Yeah.
I get the question of actually looking like a woman all the time, and it's always in play. I always get compared to like male characters, especially when I don't wear makeup, and that's because I don't have boobs, and I can't help that, but it's definitely really, really hard to like have people tell you constantly, like, here's the standard of how a woman should look, and you don't look like that.
Yeah.
Well, have you tried getting breast implants? No, I was kidding. Like, that's what that girl in the red would
Have you
say.
tried watching those plastic surgery?
Yeah, have you tried watching The Swan or those plastic surgery Botched? Have you tried watching Botched? Yeah,
Where
like,
it's like that plastic surgeon like fixing everyone's.
and so like to me, like the whole that to me is what body positivity is supposed to be helping.
Yeah.
That's what it should be helping.
You don't need to have. Big
You don't need to
titties.
have big boobs. You don't need to have a small nose. You don't need to have like this or that, or you don't need to be. That's what body positivity is about. You don't need to have plastic surgery
It's not about
to accept
that.
yourself, but you are in control of your body in
And
terms of weight
there's
and
ways
health.
to be body positive about weight that isn't enabling people to just gain.
Yes.
And I think that's a really important balance.
So what we should be teaching people is to body positivity
I
is
think be positive, be respectful, but be blunt and honest.
right.
In
And
the correct way.
and don't be talking shit about people's boobs. like if somebody like don't talk about some just because she's thin, don't compare her to a man. Don't freaking you know what I mean? Like that to me is like
Yeah.
rude
Like,
and
oh my god,
ignorant.
you look like this male.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Like that's the kind of shit that pisses me off. But and that's where body positivity that's where they should be working is on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Without even saying it, they don't say it, they're categorizing me. They're making fun of me, saying that I look like this one soccer player or something. And, I think it's funny, but also, shame can also be hard because I can see what you mean. Sometimes it can really motivate you when it's out of love, but when it's out of
That's the
pain,
difference.
and when it's out of like not knowing someone
Yeah.
and just saying it, then
Viciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
she just said, not knowing someone. If
When
it's
it's
a
out
straight
of
Body
love.
positivity movement promotes childhood obesity.
to an extent.
Uh
To an extent.
yeah, and like it's funny we're just talking about body positivity, but yeah, it does to an extent. I think it doesn't necessarily promote it,
It's not like woo childhood obesity.
but it doesn't
discourage it.
discourage it.
It's not like
And I think
this is a bad thing.
right, and
It's like,
because
it's okay to
it's
be fat.
already so spiraled out of control at this point, we need something to discourage it.
Yeah.
And
Body
positivity is not
unpositivity.
right. Body positivity is not helping the problem at all. but it should be helping her,
Body
and it isn't.
negativity. Body negativity.
Yeah, we need body negativity. No, we don't need that. We just need like
We need body
common
like
sense positivity.
middle ground.
Yeah, we need a common sense positivity.
We do. We need common sense.
We need like Realityville positivity, and not Delululand positivity.
Diet culture has
that's it.
positive effects.
I think that
Depending on the diet,
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of open.
diet culture is
hypothetical.
probably like,
It's like
um,
yeah,
It-
people should diet. There's certain
can.
diets. There's certain diets people can do
yeah,
that are healthy. But then there's also like grapes and
it
lettuce.
depends on what diet you're following.
Yeah.
Like pretty much. Like, yeah, if you're doing grapes and lettuce and water, then no, that's bad. If you're doing a healthy diet, if you're doing something that's helping you to maintain your diabetes or something, then yeah, then it would be fine. But
Yeah, but also like diet culture is like these
yeah, I think
insane diets.
I think that diet
It's
culture
always
is probably
weird
that's probably what they're
diets.
talking about is
Yeah.
the culture itself. And that's
Of just
not
diet
probably not a
culture.
great thing.
that diet
I don't
culture
really
is
know
a
diet
reason that
culture,
a lot
though.
of
I've
people
never looked into
struggle
that.
with weight problems in the first place. I have even struggled with my own weight issues in the past, and I was like struggling kind of with depriving myself too much because I had a trainer.
That's interesting. You don't look at skinny people and be like, yeah, they struggle with weight, but like a lot of people do, even
Ye-
when they're skinny.
Yeah, well, she might have just struggled with 10 pounds, but still, but I mean,
It's still a
it's a
struggle
struggle for her. It's a struggle for her.
and it's
but-
like it might be like a first world type problem, but
Right. It's interesting, I guess.
And then I started binge eating. And as soon as I had like a mental break where I was like physically incapable of stopping myself from putting food in my mouth, I immediately went to see a doctor. And that doctor told me to read a book called Intuitive Eating. And it wildly changed my life. And it was about getting
book, it'll
past
fix you.
diet culture and about how so many people ruin their lives with diet culture.
Intuitive eating. Intuitive eating, I have an issue with that too. I think that if you have good intuition, which as a thin person, she probably does, then intuitive eating is probably fine.
what's intuitive eating?
It's when you eat what your body wants you to eat.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So if you feel like you want ice cream, have ice cream. If you feel like you want to have Doritos, have Doritos.
Okay, but I feel like I want all the donuts in that box. Does that mean I should eat them, and I can't eat them.
Right. But that would be intuitive eating.
Yeah,
And
I don't like.
but a skinny person wouldn't think that way. Like
Yeah.
wouldn't want that whole box of donuts, you know?
Depending.
Well,
Some
they
people do.
some people, right, but they wouldn't be a skinny person. Someone who has disordered eating habits, like a fat person, like does not.
I've seen
in-
skinny people though who would eat a full box of donuts.
But someone like me couldn't do intuitive eating.
Yeah, no. I'd
Because
be eating everything.
It spirals out of control because my intuition is fucked up.
I'd be like, this looks good.
Right.
Oh, so does this.
And
And
that's
it's like I'm just constantly going to the kitchen at that
I
point.
think intuitive eating was thought of by skinny persons for skinny persons.
Yeah.
It wasn't thought of by or
I think you should eat what your body needs. And isn't there like
eat what your body needs, but that's not intuitive eating.
Yeah, I know. I think
But-
I think you should eat what your body needs.
Yeah,
And
that's how
then
it should be.
Snacks in between to
Yeah.
keep like metabolism and your body working.
Right. And this is why people who are obese need to track
There's also
and almost be told what to eat throughout the day.
Yeah, but there's also once you've gotten into a habit of eating a lot, you feel like you're hungry when you're not actually hungry.
Yeah.
And you start feeling like, oh yeah, I need to eat right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't. You're full. You're not hungry, but you need you need to eat.
Well, yeah, that would be intuitive eating. Like your body's telling you that you're hungry, so you should probably eat something.
It's annoying. It's
Yeah.
really annoying because I have it and it's annoying.
And that's why I don't like intuitive eating. I think
It's
I
like
think it's dangerous.
I'm like, yeah, I could go for something to eat right now, but I'm not actually hungry. I just finished dinner.
And there's actually some new studies coming out now that show that people who have done intuitive eating, especially people that were obese or who have weight issues, it has been horrible for them. So,
That's not surprising then.
yeah.
I tried keto for a while, and that's the thing about what I realized is like that fad diet kind of stuff. And yeah, did I lose weight? I absolutely lost weight. Sure, I didn't keep it off, and the reason I didn't keep it off is because diet culture is about turning the word diet from your overall eating into an activity that takes place over a period of time. A diet should not be something you do from January until May of next year.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing. I think I know people who are on keto who they are on keto, it's like their lifestyle. So they're able to maintain and keep it off. But it's like any other diet, if you revert back to your old habits and your old lifestyle, it just comes back like anything else.
Mm.
You're always going to get those people who have the perfect answer. They have the perfect solution to either lose weight, or diet isn't just losing weight, it's also gaining weight. And I think a lot of people, maybe it's just for me, but when I diet, it's actually not the opposite of fasting. I'm trying to eat more. I'm trying to gain more.
Well, that's because you're really skinny too.
Yeah, that's a
different kind of diet.
good diet to have.
Yeah, that's a diet you need. Like
He should follow intuitive eating. He should read that book.
eating for your body type.
Yeah. Actually, he has disordered eating too. If he's underweight, that intuitive eating book would probably fuck him up too. Because if he is not wanting to eat,
then
that intuitive eating book is not
isn't
going to work
gonna
for him
help him.
either.
Yeah.
He needs to be told what to eat. Like
And
he
when
needs,
to eat.
Right. He needs an alarm on his thing that says it's time for you to eat. Like he needs to be told to eat. His intuition is fucked up. Just like my intuition is fucked up.
And until you get onto like a healthy schedule, it's not gonna fix.
Right, exactly.
And it might never fix too.
Right. It might just
You might
it
just
probably never
always need
will.
that.
Or your brain is just not wired the same way
everyone's brains
as
are different.
Right. And that's why we have apps on our phones to remind us to eat, or to remind us when to track our calories, or to remind us to work out, or to remind us to do whatever. But intuitive eating is great for someone who does not have disordered eating patterns to begin with.
Yeah. I
And-
when I lived with my parents, right? I would go like a week without drinking any water. It was really bad.
Oh God.
Yeah. And it's like I would only start drinking water again once I started getting headaches and like not being able to function
Wow. Why would you do that?
because we didn't have that much water. Our water wasn't running, so if we didn't have water bottles or water jugs, and we usually use water jugs for the animals, and so we wouldn't have water bottles either because when we ran out of water jugs, we would use those for the animals because we weren't going to let the animals go thirsty.
Oh God.
So if we didn't have any, I just couldn't drink water, or I would wait to drink water because we didn't have that much, so I wouldn't drink it and I'd save it until I needed it.
Oh my God. It's like living in a freaking
Drought.
deserted island.
It's just drought. It was great.
And I think people forget that when it comes to diet. When people instantly hear the word diet, they think losing weight. And I don't think that should always be the case.
I remember at one point I felt like I was gonna throw up when I drank water, and like, so I just hadn't been drinking water, but everyone else was drinking water, so we ran out of water, and then I really needed water, but we had no water, and so I was just like, dying.
You were having third world problems in a first world country. How fucked up is that? That's messed up. Well, I'm glad you're here now
Yeah,
and you have water.
I've been drinking a lot of water now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
We have unlimited amounts of water.
I still have issues with drinking water. No, I've been going and getting water a lot, and I'll fill up the jug in the fridge and like so it gets so cold. And,
And you finally got used to the air conditioning, I see. Remember when you first came here, you thought it was like freezing cold in our
I
house?
still think it is.
Oh, it's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we talk about diet culture, we're talking about not your diet as a whole. It's usually a fad diet is what we're talking about when we're talking about diet culture. And for me personally, I know that I've seen a lot of, especially women in
What's what?
That diet.
What's what?
The
A fad
diet.
a fad diet?
Yeah.
A fad diet is like, well, I guess some people would classify keto as a fad diet, but a fad diet is kind of like those diets that people just like a crash diet, like where someone's like just eat like lettuce and grapes for a month
No.
and you'll lose a lot of weight. You
But then
know,
you're gonna
that's like a
gain it
fad
right
diet.
back.
Yes, but that's like a fad diet.
It's dumb.
Or if you take these pills mixed with this soup, you know, it's like stupid. It's like bullshit. Like people try to sell these kinds of
Take
things.
steroids.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, there's all these kinds of things that people try to sell. And you know, and sometimes a fad diet might work. Like if you want to like look good for a wedding that you're gonna have in like 3 weeks, like oh shit, I have 3 weeks to get like ready for a wedding. I'm gonna lose like 10 pounds before I go to this wedding.
Mhm.
It might work for something like that. Like if, to lose a quick 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds before that. But it's not a sustainable thing. Like you know that after that wedding, and
You're gonna start
you're
gaining.
gonna eat at that wedding at that buffet. You're gonna eat, and you might have to unbutton your belt on the way home because you've gained a lot of your weight back at that wedding. That's how. That's what you
Kind
have.
of worth it. Though.
Yeah, you have to understand
At least
that
you're
that's
not.
what it's
At
about.
least you're not going at that weight and then gaining all that weight.
Yeah, exactly. You arrived at the wedding looking all right, but you're leaving.
Chubby.
Yeah, heavy
It's
again.
okay to be chubby.
my life going on fad diets that are just not sustainable. And that's kind of the purpose of diet culture is that it's not a sustainable thing.
Exactly. It's not sustainable.
When most people talk about diet culture, they've done some sort of extremely restrictive thing. And when you do something really restrictive, it changes your brain chemistry and the way that you think about food. And it makes you obsessive over food.
Oh my god. So I remember we were just talking about air conditioning, right? So I remember it was during the summer and Ember was grounded, right? And so we had this big comforter that we always had in the living room, right? That usually the dogs would use during the winter, and or us, and we hadn't moved it yet because it had just started heating up. And Ember was grounded, and she couldn't do anything. So it was the middle of summer. We were burning, no air conditioning, and we had to sit under it. And I would give her the controller, and we'd pretend like I was playing.
Oh god.
Because she would get grounded for the dumbest things, or she was like grounded for a whole year because she wouldn't get her grades up because she just wouldn't do her work.
Well, how could you concentrate and focus when you in that
Yeah.
life, you know?
My grades have gotten better since I moved up here too.
You're both getting straight A's, so
Yeah, I had A's and B's though before.
yeah.
So I've had good grades, but they don't really like colleges and stuff. Don't look at your junior high grades. They look at your high school grades
Yeah.
mostly. Like I doubt they're gonna be like, kindergarten.
Yeah. But you'll get the same grades in high school.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
hopefully. The stuff is gonna be different and harder though.
You'll be
Because I was in
fine.
pre-algebra. I'm afraid for algebra.
Next year you get to take those college courses too.
Oh yeah. I still haven't been told how to do that.
No, we won't find out until next year. We just signed you up so that way next year they can
Do
start
another little
doing it.
seminar thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Diet culture is one thing, and then a healthy lifestyle,
Having a
and
healthy
intuitive
diet
eating type
is
thing
different.
are two different things.
All right.
I personally don't think of living a healthy lifestyle as a diet.
No.
No.
Some
It's
diets.
not.
Well, okay, but
Yeah,
diet doesn't just mean like diet in general is just what you're eating.
Right.
So your specific diet can be healthy,
Mm-hmm.
but then you can also go on a diet.
Exactly.
But I think you can have an unhealthy diet and then a healthy diet, just in general.
Right.
And I think diet is a very important part of being healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a point in my life, like when I was a junior in high school, where the person that I was with at the time, he's like 6'6" and super tall. And so, the mom was like, hey, like, my son is going to go audition to this big agency, which is still big to this day. And, you should come. So I went, and I weighed 115 pounds, and I was a D cup, and they said that I weighed too much.
You did. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, in that industry, in the entertainment industry, I think I've mentioned this before in the last video, you are not your own person. If you want to be your own person, you do not become an entertainer. When you become an entertainer, you are a product.
Like you.
Huh?
You.
What do you mean?
You're an entertainer.
Oh, well.
You're on YouTube.
No, I could turn this off at any moment. Nobody's paying me. I'm not getting any money.
You will eventually.
No, even then, it's like still not getting paid. I don't have like a manager and all that kind of stuff.
You're still getting paid.
But
Well, you will once you're monetized.
But even then, it's still not the same. And it's like, but you have responsibilities when you're an entertainer. You sign contracts to movies, you have to put on shows, you have to do all kinds of stuff. You are a product. And if you don't want to be a product, don't sign up for it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
All right.
Anyway.
Last minute.
And so seeing that really struck me in the beginning with the negative part of dieting, and just kind of went into the spiral of like, okay, well, if I'm too big, then what are people doing to not be this size? Like, how can I make it to do what I want to do if this is my limitation to it?
You don't get to do that then. Like, it's just as simple as that. Like, we all want to do stuff, but it doesn't mean you get to do it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you're not built to be an actress or an actor or a model or whatever the heck you were auditioning to do. Like, you just don't get to do it. That's just that's life. Maybe they need to be 103 pounds. Like, they only want models who are 6 foot tall and 103 pounds. You're 115. You don't get the job. It's just as simple as that. Like, you're not an entertainer.
That's fine.
It's sorry. It's a sad.
There's also different
world, and then
jobs in entertainment.
Exactly. Like, that was one thing you auditioned for. There's like, I think in the entertainment industry, like, you'll probably get like a million no's before you get a yes. So if you can't take
one no,
a couple no's, then you should definitely not be in the industry.
There's different ways to motivate people, and one of them is out of pain and anger. And I feel like a lot of the diet culture, whether it's for positive or negative, is just trying to gear into that. And, I just am more about being healthy.
Yeah, okay.
I want to thank all of you for sharing your opinions with us and for challenging us. And I really want to thank you. I thank you for the back and forth. It's something that I came here for, and I wanted to talk to somebody who thinks differently. And I've learned some things, so I appreciate that for all of you.
All right. Well,
thank you.
That was fun.
And so, yeah, that was interesting. So I appreciate you coming on again today.
Yeah.
And I thank you all for watching. And so I know that hopefully this will be just as popular as the last one. We'll see.
Yeah.
But actually, it's just as long, if not longer, than the last one. I thought it was going to be like half as long, but it ended up going
you better
longer.
pay me once you get monetized.
But actually, we might just be, and we're getting close to it. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So at the time of recording this video, we're at 990. So we only got 10 more to go. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and tune into the next one. I actually have a couple videos coming up probably within this coming week. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
see you guys next time.
Totally watch them. For sure.
Yeah, they're actually like original content, not this stuff.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
This is terrible.
It's
You should have
terrible.
clicked off at the beginning.
All right, bye.